Yo, what's good? What's good? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever, whenever you listen to this joint, man. Welcome to Get Your Bars Off podcast. It's your boy Arri Starks with my boy Loso. Sue, shout out to our brother Joe, and we got our guest host. You already know fam shit, BC shit. We got our boy Gino on here with us. Gino V. What's popping, brodies?
What's going on? What's going on? Please follow me on Facebook. Hi, Jadakiss. Yo, what's going on, fellas? I'm ready for this.
Shake it,
Yo,
man.
man, we already know, man. Been a long week. Long week. The versus aftermath has been amazing. It's been good seeing what the OG's been doing. We had the funniest hell Fat Joe recap, amazing. I can't control the passion.
That COVID was in there. That COVID was in there.
Yo, facts, son. We had that, and just seeing how the OGs was, you know what I'm saying, doing things on Instagram. You had Jim and Styles, you know what I'm saying, not patching up, but explaining what they were, the little roughing up they were doing. I guess their words, chippy. You know what I'm saying? Who else we seen? Just what's his name? Kiss putting up all the memes that's been going all over the internet and such, and just really doubling down on shit on the low.
So,
I mean,
if I can interject real quick,
go ahead.
Before we get into this, I just want to say how dope it is to be fucking from New York.
And yeah, that was a great moment.
And being able to see so many of my childhood fucking music legends
getting their flowers.
I always give them flowers. So
from the masses.
Not even that, but just being able to see as far as just some of those classic performances and this new age atmosphere and this new age.
Right.
And it's not refreshing, but it kind of gives you that nice moment of great reminiscence. It kind of reminded me of how that summer jam, like how the summer jams used to be. Like niggas don't like if you weren't growing up in that era, you don't know how it was to be a teenager.
Before the big festival era.
Right, to be a teenager just pulling up to the parking lot for it.
Look at how much of an impact. It's been a week and it's still the most talked about thing.
Right, like Summer Jam in New York was the concert to go to on the East Coast, like every year. That was it. It got replicated. Like so many other regions do their own thing now, based off the way that Summer Jam went down.
We literally just had our quote unquote Summer Jam yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out J Ski. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Conway pulling up. Shout out, who else was there? Rick Ross mainly. You know, that was the main event and such. You know what I'm saying? Mad people was up there. Shout out Shay, man. You know what I'm saying? They did their own little Buffalo Summer Jam, but like you said, Summer Jam has such an impact that title alone is spread across the world. It was like I said, it just was good to have that reminiscence of reminding people what the mecca of hip hop, where it's at. Like this is why this is the mecca.
No funny shit. This reminded me real heavy also of like not reminding me, but this was kind of like the New York way of sharing that, like how summers like Soul Tape 2, Soul Tape 3 summers were when you were going to like BB King to fucking catch a live performance of like these acts.
Yeah, the La Marina.
La Marina too, but I mean BB King was the shit. You know what I mean?
I feel what you're saying.
To 42, you had that whole atmosphere.
You heard can't even bring it up.
It was like a hood classic.
BB King.
You know what I mean? It was a different vibe than
everybody says ain't SOB, but SOB too. SOB too was a vibe back then too, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting those live performances, new acts, old acts, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And it was, but anyway, back to what you were saying about the overall event.
But no, like I said, just seeing the guys, you know what I'm saying, to seeing the camaraderie after, like you said, seeing the people continue to talk about this, like me alone, like just going back into Kiss alone, his albums hitting it, like going
they said the streams went up.
Like that's amazing, bro. Like I feel it already happened to an extent after the first verses, but this was even more amazing after the performance we seen. That was just really good to see, man, for guys who always kind of like, I feel like get forgotten about, you know what I'm saying? Just with how much New York has changed in the sense of music and just the way, just old New York versus New York. Even though we know Kiss and Style, they mesh with the youth and the new waves, you know what I'm saying, as much as possible. But you can know it's when we seen that versus you got to reminisce once again, like damn man, I miss old New York, son. Like it was just a different
era
when he played New York, son. Like son, what Kiss? I mean, what Fat Joe say? Wah.
Wah, wah,
wah,
wah.
wah, wah. Like for
He
real,
said he was gonna
like,
pull a little mama. He's gonna get up on stage.
son, like I felt that though. Like I felt, and you talk about against Welcome to New York City, dog. That's why I say he needed to have Hov with him. Like,
okay, all right. It seems like we about to go into it, so I'm holding my tongue.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all can go.
Said on the last podcast, if y'all remember from the, like 2 podcasts ago when we were doing our predictions and such, it was Gino and Losa versus me and Joe and such, and pretty much on what songs should be played and blah blah blah. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all were going deep in y'all bags, man.
We was. Nah.
They did it.
Where was the DJ?
That's what I'm saying.
Why weren't y'all in the booth?
Sequencing.
So,
with them, man.
All right. So, Lo, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right. So to begin, first off, let's give the Warlocks, the utmost respect. They came.
Shout out to the fiend in my hood that calls everybody Warlocks. Sorry.
They came out there and they really. And I don't want to take this lightly. This was an excellent performance from them. It wasn't. They came there and they were on their P's and Q's. This is how I want everyone who comes to the verses to be. Right? I think like a lot. We also have to give the hats, tip our hats to Gucci Mane and Jeezy, because that level of standard has kind of been what's been held up. And that's what they had at the top, where it was they came there on their P's and Q's. They knew their songs, they knew their energy, they knew everything they had to bring. Mm-hmm. Right? Controversy aside, I'm just talking about the musical performance wise.
Correct.
Now, Dipset. Let's chop this down.
Let's start the depression. The Dip-pression begins.
First off, let's be real. I was right when I said the Lox catalog on their own wasn't strong enough to beat Dipset, because all the hardest pops they got weren't from their catalog, it's from someone else's songs.
I don't know.
And I pointed this out too. They went into their mixtapes. They went into their freestyles because their catalog wasn't deep.
Bro, Jadakiss himself beat them. Let's not forget that. It was Jadakiss and his songs.
Jadakiss verses on other people's songs. Let's be accurate.
We played Blood Pressure.
He played Blood Pressure. He played We Gonna Make It. The Who Shot Your freestyle is his. It is
That's a freestyle that doesn't fall into a song. It's a freestyle. I understand we can count it as a mixtape song, but that's a freestyle.
I get what Gino's trying to say.
It's not off the discography. That's off the mixtape.
I get what you're saying as far as the Lox. But
that's not
mixtape series is fire.
I'm not discrediting it, but I was pointing out, like I said on the previous podcast, the Lox discography wasn't beating them.
Didn't Dipset do Bout It?
That was on the Diplomats album.
That was that's part 3. That's a different one.
I could have sworn
that's on the Dipset.
That's a Dipset song.
What did they change on the beat?
It's a Dipset song.
That's the beat that's on the album. They played the album.
They sampled it.
Oh, okay.
They sampled it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an actual song.
That's their song. They sampled it. I see what you're trying to do. Quit it. Narrative God shit.
I'm trying to go to my
man.
I'm going to my page. Give me a second, because I'm gonna pull up the list.
I know. Nah, man, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna disrespect about it.
We're gonna be real. Like Dipset's discography, the song, the fact that they were lip syncing alone was a problem. I didn't expect.
I didn't like that either.
That was a problem. The energy that they came out on was very much boss, underboss, boss, head, like the head nigga in charge, instead of coming out as the diplomats. And that was the problem. Freaky Zeke was, I don't know what the fuck Freaky was doing. And the problem too, the minute they start going mixtape, the shit that had me was like Santana, Nisha turned to Santana and been like, you got that whole mixtape with Wayne.
Gino, they started with I'm Ready. That's when I knew shit was gonna go downhill. You don't counter.
No. Don't forget, they started with a 50 Cent song. Stop that shit. That DJ should have been fired off the spot.
You don't counter Fuck You with I'm Ready. You don't counter Fuck You was a heavy song. You don't counter that with I'm Ready. You should have. They should have played Dipset anthem from the jump. I'm sorry.
I felt like Dipset. They should have came out and played Santana's Town from the jump.
That too. That's something to get the crowd going. Because I'm Ready didn't get the crowd going. Fuck You did from the jump.
They were ready.
And then the line that Jadakiss said before he played Fuck You, with how he told Cam that he don't live in New York, he live in Miami. Like, they swayed the pendulum early.
Mm-hmm. But also, I want to point this out because I've been saying this on Facebook and niggas been quiet about this. What Grammy the Locks got?
They have none. Only nominations.
They have none.
I just want to point that out. They say that again. Say that with a little
Benjamin's.
Nope.
Too bad.
Nope.
It's already etched in history.
Benjamin didn't win a Grammy.
The bar hit already.
The Locks have never been a part of a Grammy award.
The joint with Jennifer Lopez didn't win a Grammy.
They didn't get
nomination.
They have not won a Grammy. They have about the same nominations as Diplomat. So that's why that bar.
Ooh.
That shit. Like when he said that, I was just like, "Who is hard?" And I started thinking, like, okay. And I spent pretty much the whole day, like, yo, hold on, these niggas don't have a Grammy. That bar was hard, but there ain't no Grammy to go with that. And if we keeping it real, I feel like if we talking about grams, who's seen grams more than who's seen like real shit? I say Dipset's probably seen more real money in their hands than the Locks. Off the strength, the Locks had that Diddy deal.
I mean, the Locks Dipset had that Rockefeller deal though,
and then they went independent almost immediately after.
So we're equating grams to record label contracts.
No. I'm just saying we talking about when you saying grams to Grammys, and we determined that Grammys was factual. Now we just checking the size of whose grams was smaller.
Was Jadakiss pocket watching with that line?
I think he low key was.
No, he was just showing his
class
records.
But I think
we have a different class. We walk in different rooms.
I think it was more so the New York level of shit talk where it's acceptable.
Oh, they did a lot of that.
But you know, that's what I'm saying. It's not. I went. It was a light pocket check, but it was. You know how like niggas would shit talking, nigga like, yo, bro, let me borrow $1. Yo, I got $1 for you. See this bum ass nigga every day. He always asks me for $1, but you know I'm a good nigga. I always bless my nigga. You still busting his balls, but you still bless the nigga. You know what I mean? You end it with love. But it's not everyday occurrence. You know what I mean? It's not everyday shit. You know, you don't talk to the nigga every day. You say it when the nigga you keeping it, you still keeping it friendly. You know what I mean? It's like, nigga, you know, like there's still love here, but nigga, remember who I is. But overall performance wise, Diplomats were just flat. I felt that's what killed a lot of this shit. They had a horrible DJ. They had a horrible setup. I still stand by what I say, whereas the Diplomats discography is better overall. And DJ versus DJ, if we had like two legit DJs going head to head with just Dipset versus Locks tracks, at the end of the day, we'll be saying the Dipset tracks won.
I think if this format, if it was the old format, Dipset would have won.
What's the old format?
The IG Live, I'm in my crib, you in your crib format. They would have won. They would have won.
The crowd, you think the crowd fed into it? But I think even if the crowd didn't feed into it, they deserve the crowd. The crowd, this is a New York shit. You gotta give them the crowd.
No, you're right.
And I don't want to take anything away from being part of being a rapper. It's stage performance. You know what I mean? Stage presence. You guys, I talk about that shit all the time. It's not just about being there in the spot and having the skills. It's about having the utilization of the skills. It's about how you control your spot. You know what I mean? You can get 5 minutes to perform, and if you have the best 5 minutes of the night, niggas will talk about you like as if you perform for an hour.
Talk that move the crowd shit, man.
So these Jada moved the crowd, and I felt like Dipset should have seriously looked at the first fucking shit he did with Fab and been like, yo, this nigga is not coming here to bullshit.
Bingo.
They came there on some chill shit, and the thing is also, you gotta remember, and a lot of niggas don't get this, is that out of all the groups in New York, D Block and Dipset never had beef. They never had problems with each other.
But amongst each other, like
no. I'm talking group to group. They never had beef with each other. Never shitty words. Because you gotta remember, a lot of niggas don't know this. If you're from New York, you know this. All right, Mace was originally rocking with Rough Riders, and then he got brought in with D Block, with the Warlocks to Diddy. Then when they split, they went back to Rough Riders. Mace didn't go, but they got introduced to Cam and all of them niggas, so they've known Cams for years. Cam and them niggas ain't strangers to these niggas. They all been friends. Mace been going up to Yonkers, and they was going up to Yonkers with this nigga. When they was coming out of Harlem, that's part of the reason why a lot of niggas, if you from New York and you come up from a certain era, Mount Vernon, Yonkers, you count that as a part of New York more than you count Long
Island. That's a fact.
And that's because a lot of niggas from Brooklyn was going up there. A lot of niggas from Queens was going up there. A lot of those niggas was coming down into the city, and it wasn't on some like, oh, I'm here to fuck up niggas in your hood type shit. It was not. If I got beef with this one nigga, and I'ma settle it.
Only thing Long Island is known for is iced tea anyway. Fuck them niggas.
Nah, if you from Queens and some parts of Brooklyn, niggas go into Long Island heavy. And if you Caribbean, you go in there a lot. But that's besides the point. I mean, Dipset really had like, and I felt they came in there on expecting a little bit more friendlier position, and they got served. And you can see they were kind of like, Cameron was completely flabbergasted when he got booed freestyling. And the thing is, a lot of niggas don't get it. Like Cameron's freestyles, especially when he freestyle on the spot, it'd be wild.
That's like MJ getting booed in Chicago.
They forget about the shit he just had a couple months ago when he was
on the car
freestyle.
Yo, bro, I'll tell you right now, I still bum a fucking freestyle. That nigga is wild. There's so much shit that's like, yo, you left on the table to play. Yo, it was just like Bobby shouldn't have gotten played at all, to keep it a buck. Nah. That wasn't even like, I would play Sipping on Some Scissor remix if anything.
Dude, losing weight with Jewels. Jewels is there.
Bro, there's no reason why Emotionless didn't pop up like that.
Weatherman.
No reason why Weatherman with Wayne didn't pop up.
Fuck, that's another thing.
Her shit didn't pop up.
They didn't bring nobody out. Neither side brought out no guests.
No. I think that was a smart move.
Yeah, they both said they weren't going to do that because they were going to. The Lock said they were going to bring Puff and Mace out.
That's what I'm saying.
But you gotta remember, Mace. You bring Mace out. Mace is getting the disc records played.
That's what. Well, no, he was gonna bring him out to do 24 hours to live.
That would have been so entertaining.
But also,
niggas done started something. But
I'm not gonna lie. I think, and this isn't a shot at the Locks or anything like that, or the fanfare, but it's more so with the passing of DMX. They had a huge going in the minute they played any song that had DMX in it. Where that, especially with a live crowd, you're gonna rock them.
There's been sympathy vote, my nigga. I mean, what you
sympathy vote?
Say again? I didn't hear you, low.
Is it a sympathy vote?
No, not sympathy vote. Now, I'm not doing that. I'm saying more so it's, you remember, if you play a song with DMX on there and it's DMX is here, but he can't perform it. It's different than like, damn, you remember in your head like, oh shit, yo, this song hit different now. You know what I mean? Because you can't get that live performance. This is the closest to that live performance again. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that, and it's
Kid's verse on Blackout was still crazy though.
And then, of course, and I think
Hove got them.
I think no. I think I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. This is, in my personal opinion, the best verses. It goes Sheik snapped on it. That was Sheik's hardest verse to me in all of rap. Yo, bro. Yes, yo, bro. Blackout my favorite, bro. Blackout my favorite Lock song, favorite DMX song. My favorite DMX
I ain't
song.
mad at that,
bro. Bro. When I tell you, I knew all the words to that song for years, bro. She snapped on that shit. She snapped. He did
over Hove.
Yeah, well over Hove. I like Hove, but Hove's cadence wasn't as good as Sheik.
I'm a monster. Come on.
Nah. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying
on that build up was crazy.
Sheik was wilding on that beat. He had the flow for it. He had the energy for it. and that was that the whole topic was something you expect Sheik to know a lot about.
Didn't y'all touch on Blackout last episode too?
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, we ain't listen to it, bro. That shit, Sheik versus Wild.
Hey, you gotta play it, bro.
Sheik was wilding on that, bro. Sheik was wilding on that. But
go ahead though. I'm gonna get to it.
But like I was saying, like the Locks had a huge.
It's not that huge, bro.
Damn. No, I'm being serious. I'm about to say what I'm about to say.
That's like, wow. Like a motherfucker.
They had a huge difference in energy, camaraderie, and just overall memory and preparation.
They're better trio.
When you seen them perform, it seemed like as if they never left their prime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gino, they're also them niggas is family. Them niggas is around each other all the time. You can tell.
And I think
too. G, they still make current music together too.
No, I think I'm not denying that. I'm saying that I really think they sat down and really went over this. Like, yo, if they played this, then we're gonna play this. Yeah. Whereas Dipset was more so like, yo, we're gonna come out there. You know, we're gonna let the songs vibe. You know,
they was there for the show.
We seen enough verses to know how this goes. Versus like, whoa. We didn't look at the last Jadakiss verses and seeing how this nigga changed the whole time.
Nah, shout out to Sheik Luch. I think he was on Sway in the Morning, I believe. He was just talking about their rehearsal, how they were rehearsing the dress rehearsal and such beforehand, and
see
they were really taking it serious, and they cut out some things, they added some things.
And Diddy's the one who told them niggas to put the mixtape shit in because they didn't have the mixtape shit, and Diddy was like, nope, put the mixtape in.
The irony
of that. Smart, though, I think it was smart for that because once
Diddy called them because you gotta understand this, and I knew some shit.
That's like a smart move. It comes from Diddy too.
Because Diddy loses. So you gotta understand. You gotta understand how much Diddy really don't fuck with Cam'ron. There's a whole different level of Diddy don't like Cam in comparison.
Well, Diddy don't do the mixtape shit either. So for him to say,
not even that is that Diddy. You gotta remember Diddy when it comes to performing. I don't think there's a better producer around.
Why you don't think he don't like Cam?
Oh, well, it's from Harlem shit. It's from real Harlem shit. I don't think he like Cam like that. Damn. And then remember, he be talking shit about Diddy like that. And he be doing a lot. And Diddy's the type of rich level where it's like, yo, I'm not gonna deal with your little passive aggressive shit.
Have we ever seen Diddy and Cam in the same room together?
I think so. Ever? I think so, but I don't think they've done music together like that.
Not that I know of.
But like I said, but Diddy again, Diddy
they probably was together was like I said, the whole Big and Unsituated. That's probably the closest I know of them being in probably the same rooms.
But besides the point, I'm not surprised that Diddy went out there and said, look, you gotta make the Locks look good. Because if you just hear me out, Diddy still owns publishing rights.
That's true.
So hey, if you guys perform good, I already know they're gonna look for your shit. They're not gonna find it, but they're gonna find a lot of the first album where all your crazy platinum shit was. That was me. I'm getting paid. They're gonna find your second album.
Look at raping you
Rough Riders. Hey, I got a little bit of those publishing rights because I own the Locks name. That was me.
Raping you records, dog.
So I mean, again, like I said, I'm not surprised Diddy told them niggas, hey, yeah, go ahead, perform some of the songs from the era when I was really controlling shit. I want you guys to go ahead and do stuff that's gonna get me revenue.
I thought you said he told him to do the mixtape joints.
Right, but the mixtape stuff was from the era.
They didn't play. They didn't play.
No.
They didn't play UFC. They didn't play the Clean Freestyle.
I'm saying that's from the same era where they still owned all the. But Diddy owned the publishing rights. Remember, they didn't get their publishing rights until like what?
What publishing do you get off people?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can find some of those mixtapes, but you're still gonna find a lot of the old Locks discography. When you find that old Locks discography, especially from that era, when you want to get...
Is it going to lead you to it? She says it's going to lead you to it?
Exactly. It's going to bring you down that rabbit hole straight to Diddy's pockets.
Yeah, but more to the joints that's getting streamed is post Diddy projects.
Nah, they said...
Rough Rider shit.
I think... Oh, let me check and see. Because when I read the article, they said that... They said...
The Game. I seen Kiss of
They said Kiss... They said Kiss's album... Jason. They said Kiss, all the Kiss's sales individually.
I've been bumping the freestyles more. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, they said
I always
Jadakiss
listen to Kiss like singles on his albums. Like I already listened to those. Like By Your Side stays in the like
By Your Side. Yeah, By Your Side.
Yeah, that stays in rotation.
Yo, he snapped on. Yo, bro, I tried to tell niggas 2004
just
was
keep
probably
my man.
Probably up until 2016 was probably the greatest year of music. Like niggas don't understand how many like look, Mos Def, The New Danger, Kanye West, College Dropout, the Ghostface Pretty Tony album, Jadakiss album, bro. All Method Man to Cal the
Man, we got right here. The first Diplomatic Community. We got it.
Right. I'm saying. I'm just listing out all these great albums.
The Black Album,
Mad Villainy.
Bro, Wow shit came out 2004, and it was just like one. I think that's when the Terror Squad album dropped, if I'm not mistaken.
Lean Back was the lead single.
Bro,
On My Way to Church.
You know Take Me Home. Take You Home was my fucking ringtone for like 3 years, bro.
Documentary.
The documentary came out in 05. That was 05, I think.
Wasn't that the Massacre?
Yeah, 05.
Nah, the documentary was 05. Because I remember being in Cali bumping the documentary.
Rhythm and Gangster came out that year too.
So they came out the same fucking year.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. 2004 Carter. Was one of the greatest years of all music. Bro, the best year in recent year that topped that was
2011.
2000, I want to say 2013. Was it 13?
We're gonna talk about it.
I think that was 2013 where it was like from 2013 to like 2014 where Big Sean dropped the album, Wale dropped The Gifted, J. Cole dropped Born Sinner, Drake dropped Nothing Was the Same. I forgot what Kendrick dropped.
2013.
Pimp a Butterfly.
No, not Pimp a Butterfly. Good Kid, Mad City. It was like it was a year. No.
That was 12.
That's what I'm saying. It was a year between 2000. It was like a year, not a calendar year. It was just like
that fall of
12, a full 12, like a 12-month time frame between in 2012 to 2013. Where it was just like
that was a good
one crazy solid year for music. And it was just like nothing but like it was just like, yo, these are all just classic masterpiece albums dropping. It was like, yo,
it was a lot of craziness in those years. We just about 04 definitely though. But back to what you were saying.
I apologize for being tangible.
No, you good though, because we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But like I said, man, Los, what about what's up with you, man?
Oh man, so at the beginning of the verses, you can kind of see where shit is like it's where it starts to get dark, where it starts to get spooky. These niggas don't walk out together. Dip said, I guess it was just Jewels, Jimmy, and Zeke that walked out first, and then Cam, he walked out last. Apparently, shout out to Fat Joe and his recap. He had said,
what is Jopra?
The T alert, like he said. He said that Cam was about to leave the building. Allegedly. Shout out Joe.
I ain't no alleged. That's what Son said.
He was gonna leave the building. So
shit till he got paid, bro.
It makes me think Cam didn't really care about this versus. He went in it for the check. And what's fucked up about it is, and I didn't think of this shit until I was listening to the Joe Budden pod, and they were talking about it. Like, you see how big of a hole Dipset dug themselves with the locks, like how deep in the hole they were by the time, the middle of the verses was at that point.
Yeah, they try to start showing trying to get Joel trying to get all hyped up and shit. It's like
Jimmy,
bro, it's late.
Jimmy had enough they said Jimmy had enough in the chamber. He could have had enough in the chamber to bring them niggas back.
Pop Champagne was not played.
Bro, Wet Wipes. Bro, what happened to Wet Wipes?
They play Suck It or Not, though. They play
but you gotta play Wet Wipes if you play Suck It or Not.
They play crunk music. I was not expecting them to play crunk music.
I was happy. I pop for crunk music. That was a good one for me.
But that was early. And that's another thing, too. They play all this rich shit late.
They were all over with that discography. It was like that shit was it did like I really feel like whoever that DJ was just getting told what tracks to play.
He's not coming back for the tour.
Like Down and Out, they played Down and Out second to last. Hey Ma, third to last.
I thought they were about to end it on Hey Ma, and that shit was about to make my stomach drop.
Fam, how do you end with Hey Ma? How?
Hey Ma should have been the lead off. That should have been the lead off.
They didn't need that in their playlist. They low key did not need that in there,
bro. I really mean it is what they end with. They end with I really mean it, and look what I really mean it was going up against.
I mean, that's not their fault,
bro. Salute in 848. Like, why do you play 848?
I fuck with 848. That's more like if you're just like a real Jim Jones fan, you really love that record. But I don't want to hear that for a versus though.
Why do a Max B
and Pop Champagne? There's so many other records he could have played other than that.
He could have brought out Ron Browns for Pop Champagne.
He could have played what's my joint off of Capo? What's the joint with him, Fred, the Godson? New York City. City.
Oh no, that's El Capo. The Pity in the Summer,
bro. Like he could have got that joint off, bro. Like that was a banger, bro.
No, that album. That's why I think Jimmy could have brought him back because he has enough modern shit. He has enough modern shit in the chamber. He has the most to prove here because what has Jimmy been talking about with the Conway shit?
I'm mad he didn't play Addicted to the Game. Like that's one of your best fucking
bro.
Like you should have slowed it down.
This was Jimmy's chance to prove that that whole shit he's doing with Conway, that back and forth. Had he played instrumentals instead of had he done what Jadakiss was doing, rapping over instrumentals, he could have really showcased.
And Conway was in the building too.
Thank you. He could have won that. He could have showcased what he's been talking. This was a perfect opportunity for Jim to take that pendulum between him and Conway too, but I don't think he's
taking nothing, bro. It's a dub.
Well, no, Conway will cook him. We know that. But for that moment, you know what I'm saying? For that moment.
It's been a dub, bro.
I don't think they did their own order. I don't think they did their own order either. Because I don't understand how, where is it? You do a Max B set without Max B, and you don't fuck with Max B. So what are we doing here?
I'm gonna keep it tall. I told y'all niggas he was playing that shit. You can't that record is too fire. Like
also echoing Gino's sentiment. Don't play nothing from Hustler's Poem without Max B there. That's not yours.
Hey, I told you, bro. That's one of his. That was one of them joints that had to get played. And then the Max B shout outs once again, insane. When that shit happened,
that's not the worst shout out. Let's be real. When Jay decided, I know some niggas to go to jail and get their teeth fixed,
and they all went like this.
I was sitting there. I'm sitting there like, God damn, these niggas won't stop shooting.
Joel's look bad, dog. Joel's can't help, my nigga.
Bro, the thing, and this is the shit that was crazy. It's like, yo, Joel's, why don't you just
give up?
Why you ain't do some coke before you got on stage, bro? Just
he did something.
He did some energy, bro. He did some lean, bro.
Chill.
Why you couldn't go back to young 20?
You seen what your man did with the Adderall? All he needed was some, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, college. What did I say?
College cocaine. College cocaine.
Jadakiss with hair is a problem, son. Jadakiss with hairline is a problem, son, yo.
Yo, he got the 04 Jamie Foxx hairline.
Nintendo 64 cartridge hairline.
Yo, son, that nigga shit look like it looked like the nigga put a slice of bread on his head and just shaped up around that.
Then he did the pose again on stage. Yo, that shit was gold.
Bro, so I'm not even gonna front. Like the thing is, I was too New York to get mad. You know what I mean? It was just like, yo,
Tim started talking, bro.
Yeah, right now I was still tight. Because Dipset is just like, yo, like watching this shit. And it's like, yo, you fucking with me right now, bro. Yo, this is yo, just like a real fucking Harlem niggas. Yo, y'all niggas really just drop the fucking bag when niggas give it to you, bro. I should have fucking seen people.
But they were there for the bag. They got the bag.
That's bro. But you need to get the win, bro. That's that paid in full shit.
They don't care about that, man. You know, Cam is a businessman. Jimmy is a businessman. Joel's used to be a businessman. Come on.
Joel's had a business done on him, bro.
Have you seen the pictures of him and the nigga never mind.
I ain't gonna lie. I will give him his credit. When he did do Dipset Anthem, he was selling that shit. Like when he got
they didn't even know the words,
bro. They didn't, bro. They was looking horrible
for Dipset. Nah, shit. I mean, Joel was doing his verse.
Yo, during crunk music, they kept slipping.
I'm talking about Dipset Anthem though, bro.
But how do you not know the words to your song though? Is what I'm saying,
bro. And I think
that's no track.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, instead of sitting there being like, all right, what songs you gonna do? Yo, we got this much time. Like, yo, we gotta be prepped. We gotta be ready. Like, look, bro, I need you to practice all these songs, practice all these verses. You know, XYZ. None of that. Them niggas. And it was like, yo, y'all
was tripping though. I feel like nobody knew what the exact time limit was though. I feel like
I feel like
signal to get cut off and not it gonna keep going and like there's a lot of miscommunication on stage.
Real talk. I felt like Jadakiss bogarted and bullied his way to get extra time. Yo, you keep it a buck. During all the performances, the Locks was just getting wild songs off.
Nah, yeah.
And I'm just saying it like, yo,
a fucking Killer Instinct combo.
You look at Cam sitting there lounging on the chair, and it's just like, yo, damn, bro, what the fuck?
But the Dips did get into it a little bit. Like I said, they did little 2-4s here and there, but they didn't go as deep into the catalog like Tech was going.
The most songs the Dips had in a row was during that Max D set.
That middle section right there.
I just want you to go down
that bottom one.
Listen, go down the list and name how many songs on there are songs that are someone else's song.
From the Lock side?
Yeah, from the Lock song. Just name the songs that they did that's someone else's song.
The first song is their song. So out the way. Fuck You is out the way. Okay. Banned from TV is a Nori song. So boom, that's one. Started Something is a DMX song. Mighty D Block is their song. Who Shot Your Freestyle? I think that still counts as Jadakiss' song.
That's Jada's song. I'm not thinking that way.
Especially after how he just did that performance, that's officially his shit right now.
No.
That shit went viral.
No. I'm saying like I'm not. You don't get to claim ownership over a freestyle. I think that's disrespectful.
Reservoir Dogs is home.
That's not your.
He kind of got the Wayne effect on it right
now. No. I'm saying like that's not your beat, so I can't say that. I can't discredit you off that freestyle is all you have off it. If that makes sense. The streams
on that mixtape are through the fucking roof.
I'm one part of it.
All right, go on. The next.
Reservoir Dogs is Hove, but they bookended it with Blood Pressure, which is their song.
Okay, go on.
24 Hours to Live is Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Chest to Chest Freestyle is a freestyle. Dope Money is theirs. New York is Ja Rule. Locked Up is Akon. No Ideas Original Freestyle is them. All About the Benjamins is them.
Nope, that's Diddy's next.
P. Diddy and the Family is them.
That's theirs.
That's theirs.
Jada still is credited as the writer, so
boom, that's theirs.
All right, fine, we'll give it that.
Wild Out is theirs.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me check that real quick. You say P.
P. Diddy and the Family is P. Diddy, Mace, and the Locks. Am I bugging?
I want to see something.
Are they not on the cover?
I just want to see something. It don't matter if they're on the cover.
They have a one-track mind. I'm sorry, these old people jamming outside my house.
Sue's fucking neighbors.
I'm just what album it appeared on. That's a Puffy album. That's a Puffy album. That's a Puffy album, man. That's a Puffy song. That's a Puffy song. No.
You are credited for
under various artists.
They have it. When you click the album that is appearing on WoW, it's on the No Way Out album, right?
Bro, that's P. Diddy. That's them, though. The Family is them. That count, my dude. That count.
Once again.
And Jada wrote for Puffy on that album. And on
this is why I'm gonna say no. This nigga splitting hairs, man. When they got the Grammy Award, the Grammy went to Puff Daddy for that album, not to the Family.
You also get
not to the Family
as a writer.
No, they didn't. But
you get it sent to you at your home.
No, I'm saying
Sean Garrett got a whole bunch of those.
The Locks didn't get. They're not credited as Grammy winners. I understand what you're saying. I'm not.
David Styles, Jason
Phillips, right above Sean Combs.
They're not credited as Grammy winners. They didn't get the award.
I'm gonna find it right now. Them accepting the award.
Yeah, they're not gonna accept. They're not doing that. They don't do that.
They didn't get the Grammy. Just check. You can just check on the Grammys official website. Have the Locks won the Grammy.
Would you rather have? Would you rather have the check or the Grammy?
The check.
All right, then we can end that conversation then.
All right.
You feel me? I think we got cool with that one.
Continuing on, Kiss Your Ass Goodbye is theirs.
Yeah.
Felony Niggas is theirs. Ride or Die Bitch
That
is
shit
theirs.
went crazy, yo. I didn't even think Felony Niggas was gonna go off, but that beat is nuts.
Good Love is theirs. Knock Yourself Out is theirs. Okay, this is where it gets tricky because this is all in the same set.
But this was a specific set, though.
This
This was a specific set, though.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, though.
Nah, it flowed. That flowed.
No. I'm saying no.
Greatest rebuttal in versus history.
You don't got no songs for the bitches.
Greatest rebuttal. In
They
versus
don't. That's
history.
someone that songs bitches made for bitches.
Oh,
They just happen to be in there.
this nigga high, no.
I am, and I'm not lying. Go on, go ahead. List 2 songs about when you say it.
Knock Yourself Out is a song for the bitches.
When you say a song,
Low key, yeah.
when you say a song, I want you to say who's the artist. Who's the artist for the song? Whose song is it? Go ahead.
I believe Honey is Mariah.
That's one chick. Go ahead.
Jenny from the Block is
Another chick.
Jennifer
Go ahead.
Lopez. Family Affair is Mary.
That's 3. Go ahead.
But okay.
So wait.
Can I just say something? After you go ahead, Gino.
My point being is not one of those albums were not DMX, were the Locks albums. Not one of those names did you name were members of the Locks. Those weren't.
It was part of the set.
I'm not denying it being part of the set. We already agreed they won the set.
Were there verses on their songs? Were the verses on those songs? Was it their verses?
Yes, there was their verses.
Is that not what this thing is called? Is it not the double entendre?
Oh, hey, last episode, verses. It's verses.
Yes, it
is.
Yes,
we already said everyone from New York was already calling niggas out from this before. Like, yo, you can't be playing other niggas' songs. You have to play your own shit.
No, that's not true. Because if that's the case, then Keith Sweat would have never played none of his songs that he written on anybody's songs or any of the artists that are writers.
We're not talking about R&B niggas. We're not talking about R&B niggas.
I'm talking about the verses. I'm talking about the verses concept.
Now we're not holding. You can't. I don't hold R&B niggas. I don't hold producers to the same standard I'm holding rappers, bro.
Yes, we can.
That's different.
They're writers. We talk about writers. At the end of the day,
Sean Garrett,
talk about motherfuckers who get with the pen.
They writing. They got Grammys. They got awards.
Bro, listen. We talking about rappers and we talking about the standard for New York. If you're gonna play your song, play your song. Nah. I'm saying we talking about rappers here. We saying under that format, it was expected that they were gonna be playing their songs, not other people's songs.
No, it wasn't. It was never under. It was never said. That was
no. I didn't say. I said it was expected. I didn't say it was said. I didn't say it was a rule.
Because that's the case. Why nobody say none of that when Kiss was doing this versus Fab?
A song that
he did chest to chest freestyle and he did.
No. Fab was doing the same thing.
It was still a body bag.
But we already knew Fab's discography again wasn't that deep. We expected those two niggas to do that
body bag.
Because those are two mixtape rappers you expect to go off.
A song they didn't play. Shout out to Joe. He said it last episode. A song they didn't play that I'm surprised they didn't was Run. That was crazy.
Yeah. But you know what? I think
to me,
I think if you put Ghostface up there, then you're gonna set up the Wu-Tang, and nobody want to go up for the Wu-Tang.
Oh well, no, that's why you gotta do the Wu-Tang separately because it's not fair.
You gotta do Method Man. He did his.
That's what they've been doing though. You've been picking. They're not gonna do Wu all together.
Wu blocking this bitch.
It's not fair at all. You can't do that. That's why you got Ray and Ghost. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got Method Man. You got RZA.
Yeah. Stop it at that. It's smarter. It's smarter that way anyway.
Nah, bro, because real talk, I was having a conversation with one people and I was like, who is the only group that you could probably think could go against Wu or who's the only group you feel can probably go against an Outkast?
Everything after 36 Chambers falls flat for me as far as
in this versus format. In this versus format, you don't have to just do albums. You already know that. Once again, you can do your solo. You can mix. You know what I'm saying? You can mix it up.
They gonna play him again?
Oh nah, shit. Kids did.
Man, look.
That nigga did Blood Pressure at the last joint. I believe he did. I know he did Chest to Chest. He did
that last. that last set that has Champ is Here and Made You Look, he teased Made You Look. He didn't even play it. He teased it. He was like, no. That's Nas' song. He teased it. That last set put the nail in the coffin of the
Money, power, respect. Oof.
Fam, like Jada, we already knew it because we're, you know what I'm saying, as New York bred hip hop heads, we know the impact that Jada has made, you know what I'm saying, in the game. But I think that night he proved it. He didn't really have to prove it, but he showed it. He showcased it. He showcased that he's one of the best performers.
He kind of did have to prove it again, though, because with a moniker like Top 5 Dead or Alive, shit,
he had to show.
You gotta have something to back it up.
But he always does, though, and that's the thing with Jada because he's very consistent with it. He's who's getting yelled at right now?
I feel like he cussing this out from the background.
Who's getting yelled at?
No, it's my neighbors. They are like, I don't know. He's just yelling at this point.
All right.
Stu hears domestic violence next door.
That sounds like a funny ass children's book. Yo, so here's domestic violence next door by Sue Daniels.
Yo, son,
what the fuck was that?
This nigga slamming his door and shit.
Yo, see them big ass steel doors? I thought a nigga got shot.
Watching that Respect Life, man. Imagine what them doors look like.
Yo,
crazy over there.
Nah, but to close up on the verses, man, we gave this shit about 40 minutes, man. To close up on the verses, great night for the culture, great night for hip hop heads everywhere, great night for music in general,
especially
man.
With this whole rap shit going on,
mm-hmm.
like
rap renaissance.
Yeah, like with the shit that's going on with Royce and all of these guys, it was good to see like that shit showcased on stage like that. And from an OG too at that. But to pose a question that we had talked about on the last show, who is a producer that you guys would like to see Jadakiss lock in with?
Oh, I said it on Twitter. And I said it to myself when I was listening to the last pod. Harry Fraud, man.
No, I hear it for you.
40 from OVO. I think he a 40 beat, he'll fucking wow out. He's better than Drake.
You want him to do the underwater vocals?
No, I think not vocals. I'm just saying as far as beat production. You give him some of those beats that were all Nothing Was the Same.
You give Kiss like the pound beat pause, like he goes crazy off of that.
Give him Madonna. Let him wild out on that beat.
Madonna.
You know I come through with the Madonna.
You really
nigga Arri, a sick nigga, dog. Never mind. He's a sick nigga.
Like you gotta stop thinking about it as the Drake song. Just think about the beat rhythm.
It's not that. I'm literally thinking of the boom boom.
Yo, give him
Worst Behavior.
Remember, listen. If you hear By Your Side,
but that's Dahi.
By Your Side seems like such a real tranquil beat if you play without the lyrics.
It's the Mariah sample.
It's a real chill ass beat.
Yeah, it is.
Same thing with
Wild. He got that knock. It's a knock that Kiss really. Yo, fam, you gotta go on mute, bro. But that shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on. That sounds like them motherfuckers broke into the
Harry, like Jada already has like spit over Harry beats. I believe New York Minute is a Harry beat, and you remember how good that was, and that Jada verse.
That was really, and that's that. But that's the thing I love about here because he adapts to those sounds.
That's early Harry.
Yeah. I like 42, but if like I said, they're gonna have to adapt to Kiss a little bit more so than Kiss meeting them in their world. They got to come to his world a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna need more of those, like for me, like that Pound Cake. That's more so what I'm thinking of with that knock. Like he needs that knock to really get into his bag. You know what I'm saying?
In the East, Kiss is one of those.
Days in the, I don't want to go off slow beats, but I don't really want. He did that more so as a I can do it type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to see him go off him though. Like I don't think
those time and location joints. Those time and location joints, Kiss would murder.
Yeah,
like the 4 p.m. in Dallas.
Yeah, see, now we're talking. Now I said who I said last show, and I said Alchemist.
517 in Yonkers.
I thought about it a little bit more. Yo, for real, that sounds crazy.
That's
But
my birthday.
I thought about it a little bit more. I would like for him to get his joint, and I know it's the hot thing right now. But son, are you outside? Like,
bro.
Yep, that's a yes.
I was trying to mute it, but like I'm just in front of my window, bro. Like right here in the corner. Like these motherfuckers is really like doing whatever. Like I'm really about to go out there and smack these motherfuckers. I think the boys just popped up.
Yeah, so I'm trying to put you on. Yeah, he just going to
This
incriminate himself.
is...
All right. Anyways, but no, like I was saying, for me, I was thinking about it a little bit deeper, and I know it's like the cool thing right now with Westside curating and artwork or music, but I really would like to see Jadakiss lock in with the Griselda
Derringer,
the Derringers, the Beat Butchers, the Camouflage Monks, like even you know what I'm saying, Alchemists, like
Jada Monk.
That's what I'm saying. The whole little crew that usually is in that Griselda circle of producers.
Oh,
I want to see him locking with them, or I like seeing with 38 Special. 38 Special is a very, very slept on producer.
Jada and Nick Craven.
Or
Nick Craven.
No. Rock Marciano.
He laced Stove God. He laced that Reasonable Drop.
Actually, that might be the one.
Rock Marcy?
I think so, bro.
What does Jada sound like in a has him and Rock Marcy collabed in any moment in time?
Man, you know Rock been out for a minute, so it might have. Let me see.
Because I want to hear Jada on one of those like slow, no 808, no drum type of Rock Marcy beats.
Damn, man, I fucking love. Anytime we can be able to bring up Rock Marciano.
Rock Marciano, the grandfather of upstate rap.
Damn, son. Nah, I don't really see too much, bro. Nah, man.
That's interesting though. That's a couple like y'all with Gino in the 40 and you in the Rock Marcy. That's interesting.
I want to hear
Marcy over these past 2 years has really made me like. For me, I think he's made himself a threat when it comes to like as a producer. Like seeing what he did with Stove and what he did with his own joint, and just before he like Pimp Instrumental's tape, like he's been showed he gets crazy with the sound work.
Instrumental.
I want to see him with either Hit Boy or fucking I was just thinking of my man's because I said Hit Boy first. Damn, Wheezy
out of here and Jadakiss.
Yeah,
Jada on the trap meet.
Yeah. Get some consignment back up in your life.
He proved that he could do that already.
I was listening to that shit today on the workout. That Dope Boy with Styles P. Ooh.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, we gotta remember 40 has put together some of the best musical masterpieces we've heard.
True.
Talk that Drake shit.
Right. And we call, as much as we want to make fun of the OVO camp, let's be real. You think Jadakiss couldn't do something with one of the Afro-Caribbean beats?
I'm not saying that he can't, but I ain't gonna lie, that's not what I'm trying to
have that nigga on the song WizKid?
No. I'm saying like he can.
You trying to hear Jada on one day?
I'm saying
if you got that grungier type, you gotta give me
right. I'm saying,
but if I'm gonna go for that. I ain't gonna lie. You need to go to Khaled then. You need to go hook up with Khaled.
No. I'm saying Drake has that in his discography. I'll be real. The only other people that I want to see, no, I'm lying. You know what? Let me take 40 away.
And I like the 40 idea.
I'm gonna take it away. Because there's somebody who's better. The Justice League. Rick Ross's fucking in-house production group.
And we've already heard him on that type of production already.
Yo, he snapped on fucking Maybach Music 3. That is the best Maybach music there is.
Oil Money, too.
No.
That was
okay. So you want him on more lavish, like the more lavish.
Right. I think he can. I'm saying he can do something.
I got you on that.
Look, he can expand with that. When you have him, when we going into, I'm just trying to think of some of the Drake songs. Like there's one with him and Wayne. I'm trying to remember. Now, fuck. It's the one with.
Think about what Jadakiss could do to that.
Hell yeah, fucking right.
He could snap on that. That's one, but not that.
Think about what Jada could do with that Made Men beat, that Drake and Rick Ross.
No,
Justice League beat right there.
Mm-hmm.
Or low key. I mean, I know Just Blaze be chilling, but I mean, shit, Just Blaze, him and Just Blaze could cook food together.
Just Blaze.
That's a given though. I ain't gonna. I want to see him lock in like with some like people you wouldn't expect though. That's why I like the whole Lil Griselda. There's a bunch of new producers that you really want to see him around that he kind of like only did features with, but really lock in with. Rock Marciano, like they would know each other's sound because they've been in that New York era. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rock Marcy been around since the 90s, bro. Like he's been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
there we go.
Know, but
I got one.
Oh no, Boy Wonder, that's who. Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder is very
Wonder.
nice. Yes,
Boy Wonder,
I like that.
That's the thing I'm thinking of because it's like, yo, I know Boy Wonder's been doing the beats. It's not 40 who's been doing all those beats.
He been collabing. They've been doing a lot.
They've been doing those together.
They do a lot of the Mike Dean.
Yo, 40 did Grammys, right? Snap on that. Fire and Desire. That's a fucking old school New York style beat. Fire and Desire off of he would snap on that.
Is that real? Is that New York?
Yo, Kiss FM. That's very Kiss FM-ish.
That's a very you gotta remember Jadakiss and them all grew up on that era where like Wu-Tang was still sampling the old school songs and fucking turning them into
you talking about the more so to create. Okay, I got you on the creation.
So they can hear that song and he could instantly be like, I can know the vibe for this.
Yeah, and I say that Kiss is one of my he's my favorite artist to go off of old school beats. Yes, you can. I'll put Ghost up there. I'll put like Ray in there. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I take that away because they were like going off the like remixes of those songs like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So It's You remixes, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Freaky You, all of that shit. But when you hear like Kiss go off of like a 80s, you know what I'm saying, rap beat or something like that, or a 70s, you know what I'm saying? Like late 70s joint, he goes crazy on them shits. Remember your joint we was listening to during the Beanie joint? He went nuts joint on that shit, bro.
And that was like an old school like cookout type of beat.
You feel me?
Yo, imagine him on that Portland beat.
Nah.
Yo, he could crush.
I don't know,
the
yo.
Quavo shit.
I think he could crush the beat.
I know he can do it. It's just,
bro. I think
an experimental period for him.
And you know they couldn't ride the wave.
Glow, he could kill Glow too.
Yo, I don't know, man.
Put him on anything with you put him on something with Kanye West, he's gonna snap.
Another producer I throw him in with is what's my man's name? What's the 183rd? The nigga that does all the Smoke DZA RFC shit. 183rd. A-Rap Music. A-Rap Music is another one.
I feel like he never. I feel like he did.
I feel like he do stuff with
a project with just A-Rap though.
But that's what I felt with Alchemist, with him giving him his biggest record ever. With We Gonna Make It. What would it sound like if we did a whole project with him? And the reason why I said Alchemist is because
Alchemist be in his bag on his album.
Is so many different facets. Remember when I showed you the AOC album? That was a whole different vibe to what we regularly hear from Alchemist when he's with, you know what I'm saying, Freddie or with Benny or with whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm high on my mind.
It's so many different. All right, that's the greatness of Jada, that he can, his flow and his delivery sounds so well and so in pocket with so many different producers that we just said.
Jadakiss is probably, he's one of those rappers who you always want to hear him on the beat because it's like, there's Jadakiss.
He's one of those rappers type guys.
Jadakiss, Jewels. I'm trying to think who else. Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Jeezy. I put
no.
Luda. I put Luda, not Jeezy.
Luda.
No, I thought
Luda. The clips.
Yeah,
like who you want to hear on? I'll keep it a buck, and niggas. I just realized my camera off. My bad. I swear and die by this.
I get 50 that too.
My nigga Malicious was better than Pusha T. Hands down. Malice.
You might be onto something.
I don't know.
Malice.
You're right. Because
that intro to the album.
Pusha would tell you that shit.
They always gave Malice the last verse.
Malice was. I love Pusha T. Pusha T was my favorite. But I used to hear Matt and be like, yo, this nigga's bars is way ahead of his time.
And he was too.
If you go back and listen to it now, it's like take it from, you gotta remember the time period and listen to it now. You're like, yo, this nigga was a generation. He was a generation ahead of his time. If he came out now, Future and 2 Chainz would be doing mixtapes with this nigga every.
Real talk. It'd be Benny and that nigga doing mixtapes together. The way he talk is like how Benny be talking now.
No. I agree with Benny. I agree with that. I'm saying Future and 2 Chainz because those niggas are from the same type of mud as him. Not to say they're not. I'm saying
Malice is a spitter. He's a bar spitter. These niggas are not bar spitters.
Right, but listen, he would have heard, like, at that same time he would have been coming out. Let's say he coming out now. He would have been coming out at the same time where you heard nothing was Drake team up with fucking this nigga Future and fucking create a classic. You start hearing now a lot of bar spitters get with these niggas who are more rhythm spitters.
Nah, but Malice was more of a preachy rapper. Like he was more like.
But so J. Cole, you see J. Cole's hits that he's doing with these young niggas now.
That's a good point.
But J. Cole, he's in that same. That's why we look.
Remember, Pusha T and Malice was fucking with nerds.
But that's the thing. But they were all.
They was cocaine, right?
No, but I'm saying the niggas who they was really running with, they was running with the backpack, though. Right? But they would still plug. That's the reason why Pusha got plugged with Kanye.
They was cocaine, right? Though.
He was working with P and them before. You know what I'm saying? Clips was a thing. Then you know what I'm saying. So it was like,
right? But that's
hood niggas and nerd niggas when it comes to music. All of that shit is out there.
They come together. They come together.
No, in them studios.
You have someone who you
got blunt, you got weed. It's that thing.
That's all it is.
Like, yo, if you listen to some of 2 Chainz music, a lot of 2 Chainz music has the same vibe as fucking the first clips, Lord Willing. Has that same vibe where it's like, yo,
that's that Neptune sound. That's that Neptune sound.
Right. It's that real. No, it's not this.
Neptune's the Lord Willing.
When I hear that intro, bro, niggas, we ain't the same. I'm in the cane and guns. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you start the whole it's I don't know.
But you
it's a different vibe.
If you listen to a lot of 2 Chainz shit, I'm telling you now, a lot of 2 Chainz shit is I'm putting this in my fucking car. And I'm like my big body.
Oh nah,
Chainz
car music.
The Clips was fucking the same. Yo, Clips was at the same level.
Besides grinding, Clips was
no. It was the grind, the ride shit. Yo, it's because I'm gonna be real. Lo, have you ever lived down south?
Nah.
Okay, so then I don't think you really get what I'm talking about.
But I have driven and I have played.
I'm not talking about that part.
I would understand. I'm a guy that literally hones things, listen to certain things for the car experience. Like certain things have
you don't play
in the car. Like
no. All right, I think you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Like if I listen to
matter demographic wise,
right? Exactly. If I'm listening to Astro World, right? When I hear it, that shit literally brings me back to driving through the desert. If you've ever lived in that area, you know exactly that sound of music. And while everyone else who's from there, it sounds like, oh, this sounds like fucking Travis Scott beat. It's like, no, this shit sounds like some niggas from Houston. This shit sounds like the mixtape niggas that be out there in fucking Arizona. It sounds like the niggas who be out there in the desert.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's not the car music.
Not just for
it sounds like where they're from.
That region. It
sounds like where they from.
That's where. So
like, if you hear
car music, it comes from the South. That's what I'm saying. Nobody was thinking about what songs are specifically made for the whip that bass and that type of stuff like that, other than Florida niggas and like niggas in Houston and such like that. Like it was only that's what I'm saying. That's shout out to FIFO from Dead and Hip Hop. Put me onto the term, you know what I'm saying, bumping in the whip, like you know what I'm saying. That's you got certain songs when you in them type of song in them type of cars, it needs that certain knock to really, you know what I'm saying. To really like it got so it can get that play in that car. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're in New York City, like we gotta have like a finesse song to ride to and shit like that. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Like if you from New York,
I trust me, I get what you're saying.
If you from New York and you hear like an old school beat being mixed into a song, like something from like the Delphonics, right? Instantly, that's a New York beat in your head sonically. If you hear somebody where they speed up the like. While a lot of people try to attribute Kanye West to being the nigga who was the one first speeding up like a lot of these old school songs and chopping the beat down and shit.
Heatmakers did that
he
shit.
He just
first.
chopped it up more.
No,
he didn't. He wasn't the first person. to
RZA did that shit too.
He said flat out he got that from the Wu. He got that from RZA.
Yes, he gets the samples from RZA. He gets the drums from
right. Diddy did the same shit. Diddy was notorious for doing that too. That's a very New York thing.
Big trap.
Right, that comes from New York.
That's what hip hop is.
From niggas spinning records and doing their shit.
That is what hip hop is.
So
shout out DJ Doo-Wop.
Shout out DJ Kool Herc. You know what I'm saying?
No funny shit. Kool Herc live in my building.
What's he doing now for real?
I ain't gonna say nothing else about that shit. That's it.
Okay, my bad.
Respect the man's privacy.
Do your due diligence for do God's work.
Me.
Do God's work.
Nah, the man doesn't want to be bothered. I leave him be. Besides
yo, hold on, yo, Los, leave a note like how Mel got that note slipped under.
Oh, the Dre note.
Just leave a note. Just
leave a note.
Leave a note under the door for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like the man in 3B is
the lady in 1D. Shout out to
check yes if you want to. Check no. You gotta do it like a third grade love note.
Like a census.
Yes, check no.
A census.
Make it real quick.
But when you listen to his music, a lot of the stuff he's talking about, it reminds me of when I used to go down south and chill. Like especially when I was in the military, hanging out with my friends. Like, yo, hey, we're going down here. We're going to my hometown. We're gonna go chill with these dudes and just being in the trap and shit like that. And you seen the shit, and you see like it's different than the New York version of it. So it's just like, oh, all right, cool. And you hear the music that's being played. Like while Snap music was being played, niggas weren't playing Snap music down there. Niggas would sit in their car and
you only hear it at the cookout when it's like time for everybody, the family to dance.
Clips, T.I., certain Luda songs, not even like all the Luda songs like that. It was like certain shit from him on people's verses, and like him on people's tracks, you know, the remixes. And
him on Stomp.
Right, but a lot of Luda was more like party music. A lot of niggas didn't get that. Like it was party music and you in your car by yourself. You're not chilling. But
I get you.
Change. But when I
you're in the car by yourself, you listen to the party music, and you turn it up, you dolo.
But no fun. 2 Chainz fills that same demographic.
But I think 2 Chainz is a guy who's like what we always kind of say, they got that Shang Tsung thing where he takes a little bit from all of his influences.
Right,
so
I'm talking about sonically.
No, with that also. But that's why I say that's why you think where you say it's like the guys who are the more rhythmic spitters that are linking with more of the bar spitters. And I think people who see that in 2 Chainz are easier to gravitate to him. So I can understand that with 2 Chainz. Definitely. That's why we get, you know what I'm saying, certain guys. I mean, he's still craving for that whole verse, but he got certain spitters to get.
If 2 Chainz get a whole verse before Game,
never getting that verse.
Game's never getting the verse from Hov.
Who's getting it first, Game or 2 Chainz?
Oh, Chainz is getting that verse from Beef.
I'll tell you this: the only way Game's getting that verse is if Jay-Z helps him out of his legal predicament.
I'll rephrase the question again: who gets the Hov verse? 2 Chainz, Game, or Cam?
Cam.
No. Cam burnt bridges. The bridges can't burn. There's no reason for Jay-Z to go
back. He
back.
popped out on him in the B-Sides concert.
Bro, but he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna get another verse from him. You gotta understand, Jay-Z now is so selective with his shit.
Real talk, Capo might get a verse before all of
them. That's the thing, yeah. Capo is signed to Rock Nation.
Capo might get the verse before all of them.
He be at the Rock Nation brunch.
I wouldn't be surprised if in his contract there is a stipulation that there is no verse from Hov.
A verse
don't call me for a verse.
I think there's in there like you can never request for a verse.
Sign that motherfucker like Cena on SmackDown.
Yep, like yo, it's over, bro. It's over. Like you didn't sign. I didn't sign it. Cam signed it. Hey yo, like
oh my god, that would be fucking hilarious.
Hey, yo, you gotta have that Joel's face, yo.
Even more sick, it'll be Cam that's trying to be on some Baron, or what if it's Jazzo that's the Baron Corbin of the situation?
He get everybody to get that verse finally.
He can come in and just like push out Jim Jones, then Cam come to save the day. Yo.
That's
Oh my God.
sick. That is a sick analogy.
Bro,
I ain't mean Jazzo's first, you know what I'm saying, introduction to the podcast to be a shot. We love Jazzo. He's old. That's crazy. I was just listening to
Nigga what? Nigga who?
I was just
nigga cooked on that.
Yo, that's crazy. He really did though. I was just listening to that shit.
From my favorite Hove album, the best Hove album, Volume 2.
Bro.
So speaking of New York City, so
Volume 2.
We had Nas and Hit Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen. No funny. I haven't listened to the Nas album. I've purposely been waiting because right now I'm in my own little music funk, and I'm like, yo, when it's time to listen to Nas, I want to be completely there. I want to be sensitive already because it's Nas holds a special place in me because Thieves Theme was also Street Disciple was also one of the albums that came out in that 2004 period. And Thieves Theme was fucking beautiful. Fucking, yo, he snapped all over that album. Yo, War. Oh, man.
What's the joint with Buster? The joint with Buster?
The streets tonight. Yo, on that. The trumpets. Oh, my goodness. Yo, he had
his dad on one of them joints.
Yeah. I was going to say he had the
moment of silence going on there, too.
Yo, he had, what else was on there? Virgo was on there.
Street Disciple song.
Yep. Yeah, he had, but that album was filled with a lot of throwaways. I'm not gonna front. Yeah, that Buster shit was fire. I'm remembering it now.
Nigga, that Buster song was heat.
But the problem again.
What happened to Quan?
Like, yo, I remember like Nas has such a good select discography. Like when I listen to Distant Cousins, it's like, yo, Distant Relatives. My bad, sorry. That shit, yo, it's been years since I listened to it, but that was
one niggas related.
That shit was fire, bro. As we enter with one of the most, I remember just listening to that track over and over, like, yo, wow. I listened to that shit like 4 or 5 times before I even listened to the rest of the album.
They introduced me to what's the dude's name? Yoshimitsu, Yashitati.
The Jewish rapper.
Yeah.
He had a little flow. He had a little flow. I don't feel bad about the name. Bro. Nigga went straight to Japan on that, bro. You
I don't know what some name is. It's like Yamatatsu.
Some shit like the real name was really Yoshimitsu. I was about to be tight.
Nah.
Yatu Sale. So one of them names.
Matiyahu.
Shit, I'm a
Matiyahu.
Son. Yeah, that nigga. I fuck with his shit.
But nah, man, just for me for a first recap, like listen to it, man. It was really good, man. Like the production hit, like we just saying with Hit Boy, like that dude. Once we were saying with kind of like we were saying before. Anyway, that dude can, or I was saying with Alchemist, can adapt to anybody's style or just like really give you a variety of different, you know what I'm saying, styles of production. I give you the mellowed out shit. I can give you the boom bap. I can give you, you know what I'm saying, the lavish shit. I can give you whatever the vibe is you want to go with the song. I can give you that vibe. Even with the song Death Row East, you heard the little nuances of like the little West Coast.
That's my standout. That's my standout, bro.
I thought that shit was so like petty on the low. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, he painting a wild picture though. Like
no. I love the storytelling on that. I thought the West Coast shit was just like because it's Death Row East. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't know. But neither here nor there. Just like painting that picture and all. Like even with that record, that was dope. I mean, the pressure. I thought the pressure intro was really good. Oh man, it's some really good records on here.
Do you like hearing Nas with the A boogies and shit?
I mean, it was a cool record.
The fucking
I thought he kind of showed his age by calling it YKTV though, because nobody says YKTV.
I don't know, man. Like that, I don't like hearing him with the newer.
Yo, y'all gonna stop hating on A Boogie, bro.
I like him with Fuzz. I don't like hearing him with A.
I think if we're gonna be honest, we want them to be with these new guys so they can get this old exposure. Like for example, when we talk about like how we like Jadakiss, stream sales going up. This is kind of another way to do it. Like you gotta put them with some of these guys, and it's like, hey, look, Oh, who's this guy? I've never heard of him before. Oh, he a legend? Let me go look through some of his stuff. Oh,
nah, big facts, big facts. The same way with how this new gritty, you know what I'm saying, boom back resurgence is, but you see it's a lot of like either like I want to say like young foreign kids or you know what I'm saying, white kids or whatever that are into this shit, but they might not know who no, but they might not know who Jadakiss is or who what's his name? Yes, we done with that recap, bro. My bad. I'm too high to type. But yeah, but like the same with Jadakiss being or Styles being on like the Griselda records or them bringing Cool G rap or so on and so forth. It gives guys who've never seen them before to see why these guys are putting them on records when they go back and do their, you know what I'm saying, the history if they do it. You know what I'm saying? But seeing them with the guys like a Boogie or so, I'm not mad at that because if they want to
Fabio
their
last
world.
one.
And that was that spicy record was fire.
Nah, man.
That shit was heat.
Leave Nas away from the younger generation. Leave like I need Nas with like a Lauryn Hill. Like you saw what him and Lauryn did.
See, bro, that's what I'm saying. You can't keep them in a box. Like that's where you say if you want him to just make contemporary rap, he can do that. But that's the thing. He's not that, bro. He's
contemporary. I'm 100% comfortable quoting Jay-Z in this one. You want to hear old Nas, buy his old shit.
But that's the thing. He still sounds the same.
But listen, let him sound the same. Let him sound the same to you. But he's reaching a new audience with these new rappers. Eventually, he's gonna find his groove. Nas, look. Sometimes, real talk. Sometimes, if you put Dougie Fresh on the beat, no matter how good the song is, no matter how much you getting Dougie fucking Fresh.
Why'd you have to go that far back,
bro? If we put Snoop on the song, do you not expect it to sound like Snoop?
His part, yeah. His part of the song, yeah.
Right, like I know Snoop can rap. He has a good flow, but
we know how you feel about Snoop. For real.
Right. But
yeah. We already know.
We're not gonna put Snoop. I'm not gonna say Snoop doesn't when Snoop's on the track. I'm not saying they're like, oh shit, fuck. I'm expecting this nigga to sound like fucking Logic or some shit. Like, nah, I'm expecting Snoop to sound like Snoop. And when Snoop embraces that Snoop is sounding like Snoop, you get some fire fucking tracks. I'm not gonna deny that at all.
Boogie though,
again, so fucking what? That was a New York record for New York niggas.
Man, A Boogie from Jersey,
bro, but he rep New York hard. You don't rep Jersey like that. You rep New York more.
Rep
man. He wasn't even born in High
Bridge to Compton.
Listen, bro.
I was surprised with the YG. I was more so surprised with the YG feature than the A Boogie feature. To keep it rack with you.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised.
By YG. I like YG though. YG.
Not that I don't like him or not. I'm just saying.
I'll be real.
I expect their sounds to match. Like YG is not that great of a rapper.
No funny. I think one of the rappers who I would love to hear him get like a little small, maybe 2 or 3 songs together with, because I think the end product would have been fire. Would have been him and Nipsey.
Yeah,
I think that level of intellect
on these Hit Boy beats too, though, for real.
Like you can't let Nas pick the beat. You can't let Nas pick the beat.
Him and Freddie,
especially on these Hit Boy beats, for sure.
Him and Freddie on the Hit Boy, like do like a little EP, a little 3-pack of just him and Freddie going back and forth on Hit Boy beats. That would be fire.
And I think something like that for Nas would be a nice little retirement send off kind of level where it's like, yo, hey, I'm in my 60s, you know, I'm just rapping. I just rapping to rap. This isn't.
I would do like a little 3-pack.
I don't think he's gonna retire anytime soon. That's what I'm saying. 60s, like yo, he's like what, in his 40s, maybe 50s.
He's 47.
Yeah, give him. He's gonna retire. He's gonna retire from rapping soon. Not to say he's gonna run out
about these IPOs and
right
these tech moves he's making and such.
Random.
But he's gonna change the way he.
I don't know why
I don't watch Raw, so I don't know what that is.
He's gonna change the way he views rap. You know what I mean? Where it's more like this is a more curated experience, and that's where he's more leaning towards. And that's why I'm saying, like, when I go to listen to Nas now, I want to be in that right mindset where it's like, all right, I'm ready to just kind of sit down and it's like listening to good jazz almost.
So he still does it for you, like in 2021. And I'm not knocking Nas. He did it for me. Nas is 2 for 2 right now in the last year and change. But like for some people, Nas doesn't do it in 2021 like it did it for them in 2000, 2001.
I mean, it's literally. I feel literally what Gino just said, bro. Like whatever you want from Nas in 2021. You're gonna have to go and get that from the old Nas. The Nas is on a different, like I said, it's about the surroundings you're in, bro. That dude is not around. He's not around fucking Queens and in the trenches and all that shit no more, bro. That nigga is in tech buildings and with, you know what I'm saying, with tech and shit like that.
Bitcoin,
now,
Bitcoin Nas.
This is some funny real shit. Jay-Z, Nas is more or less rapping the way Jay-Z kind of would wish he could. In so many words, where it's no longer.
Now Jay-Z is finally rapping like Tyler Kweli.
Hold on. Where it's Jay-Z. No, this is real talk. A lot of if Jay-Z
he said he never would.
While Jay-Z to some people seems like he's bragging, a lot of the times all he does when he raps is laments. Right, so it's just him complaining like yo, I wish I was smarter. I wish I had done all these things. Now that I'm older, I'm reflecting on it. I realize I just did a lot of stupid shit. That's what he's been rapping about lately. So a lot of people are like, yo, Jay-Z's flossing. He's telling us to do this shit. It's like, yo, we listen to this nigga's really not happy. Like he's rapping like he's not happy with his life. Whereas when you listen to Nas,
he has survivor's remorse.
Right, exactly. Whereas you listen to Nas rapping, Nas is more like, yo, look, hey, I'm looking around me. I see some of the foolish stuff I did as a kid, and I see all these things happen to me. I told all these stories. Now more so, I'm rapping with the intent of creating this mindset when you listen to this now, where it's I'm not so much telling a particular story, but I am telling you a story as you listen to the whole project. It's no longer just an individualized experience. Like one of the best things about music when you create an album is you have to curate it in such a manner where each song flows into each other properly. Part of the reason why they have a lot of skits in albums is when you know your albums has a lot of breaking songs that sonically don't go together or thematically don't go together. So you need to bridge it somehow, some way.
Oh yeah, I always say shout out to TDE for I really always say honing on to sequencing in their artist albums. They really pay attention to that, and that, like I said, we know Los, we talk about that a lot. One of the things we pay attention to with album, you know what I'm saying, with reviews is the sequencing. And like I said, this album had a really great thing. Like, I think it's all about the producer you're with too. That I think and engineers and shit.
The number one person who doesn't get credit for it is The Dream. He is probably the best at sequencing.
Yes,
there's no one who puts an album better where from beginning to end it flows. You can put it together.
Can I throw Ghostface in there on the low?
No, Ghostface. I don't think Ghostface is better than him consistently.
I'm not saying better. I just want to put him in that conversation.
Oh yeah. Ghostface is definitely in that conversation.
That's really great.
Kanye
with his album.
Kanye's first four. Kanye's first four.
He's in there, but the his sequencing is somewhat eclectic.
Well, that's why I said first four.
I would say that too.
College Dropout to My Beautiful Dark Fantasy.
Like Late Registration, I think the sequencing on Late Registration was kind of jumbled in the middle. There was certain parts.
Really?
Yeah. Especially going from Slow Ride.
But it was a concept album.
Slow Ride to the song with him with Nas. We Major. That whole sequencing of songs right between that little block, they didn't really flow well together. Like that not as far as like the whole album was bad. It's just like
that little block
on a hill. Like you're going downhill, and there's a little part where it balances out. And it still
what is it
down.
like? It's like,
but it's just not the same level of the grade.
Let me look up the track listing.
It's a lot of records on it, so I can see where you're talking about that little block being off like that. But neither here nor there. Like I said, it's really good sequencing with this. If I could play one song for you, at least Gino, you know what I'm saying, that I want to say that kind of shows, like you said, that growth of where he is in his content. And the record is Store Run. You know what I'm saying? I think this was a very dope record. Here we go. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm just gonna play it off my.
It's a lot of heat in this bump, though.
Right? Yeah.
Talking about.
Right. No, I'm not saying there isn't. But I'm saying the whole sequencing of it doesn't.
He had crack music, My Way Home, Bring Me Down, Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
Right. No, I'm not saying Diamonds. Like, look, Diamonds from Sierra Leone and We Major flowing fine together. Right, those two flow.
But he had the skit in between that.
No. The skit goes. Right,
are we thinking more like a DJ set? Like when we're trying to all right, this is we slow it down in this part right here.
No, I'm saying as far as just like the sequencing, like sonically, when this next song to next song, each track kind of flows, not so much flows directly into each other, but your ears are flown into, like you're kind of flown into it. So it's not like, okay, you hear off the bat some like drill level hard drums, then you go to some real classic Dipset hi-hat kick and shit, and then you go to like hyphy super bass. Like that wouldn't flow well together when you're listening.
I got you on that.
Even how good the songs are,
unless in production, production-wise,
unless the songs are like perfectly harmonized together, where like as far as thematically, where it's like each song like jumps right into the next one, more or less, that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a little break in your ears, like sonically wise. But outside of that, I still say this is probably one of Kanye's best albums. Like, I personally love the album, but this is just the only part where I say like, when I play this, I always shuffle around some of these songs in here. Like I shuffle around the album a bit and then I play it together because it just doesn't really flow. Certain parts don't flow into me.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, late registration. I can see what you're saying in comparison to like good college dropout. I can agree with that.
Right, but, and when you go into, go ahead.
Fuck, my bad. Somebody was calling me.
Okay, so when you go into like graduation, it kind of like he fixed that problem. I feel graduation was a better album as far as just start to finish songs just flowing. When you didn't feel the need to like change the tempo, or like each song brought you into this mood, and then the next song picked up that mood and carried it over. Whereas with this, there's certain breaks in the mood where it's like, okay, yeah, way home, I feel kind of like lamenting, and then it's like, oh, crack music. It's like, no. Suddenly I'm selling drugs at the
crack music is fire.
In a sense, if you really think about the record of what On My Way Home is, that going into crack music is kind of a good sequencing.
Right. No, I'm not saying it's bad sequencing. I'm saying it's not great sequencing in comparison to the rest of the album. That's what
I didn't think about that.
It's still going downhill, but it's a little bump into it going down.
That's but I feel you on. I can agree with you.
I think we're nitpicking right here now.
But let me play this record. This is Store Run off of the Nas album King Disease 2. Like I said, if you want to hear that, just the mindset that he's in 2021, I think this record definitely shows it.
Jeez.
Nah, he went
Adult
crazy.
contemporary rap is what this is.
For real, yo. For real. Shout out to Charlamagne for coining that term, at least for me, yo. I thought that was so. It makes sense for these type of records, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's meant for a different, you know what I'm saying?
A different ear.
You know what I'm saying? A different life experience. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people ain't get to that level or aspire to be to that level yet. You know what I'm saying? Or even exposed to that life. You know what I'm saying?
Or even took a whiff of that level. Not even that.
And it's like, even if somebody's exposing you to it, you know what I'm saying? Like certain kids at a certain age gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? But at another age, you're gonna be like, well, all right. What's up with that shit? This shit
perfect example.
Spicy. You know what I'm saying?
To Pimp a Butterfly. The first time I heard To Pimp a Butterfly, I tell you all the time. The first time I heard it, I was like, yo, this shit is garbage. I listened back recently, and I was like, yo, this is one of the greatest albums I ever heard.
My brother.
Different ears for different times. You hear shit differently the older you get, I feel like.
Yeah, sure, my brother. Sure, my brother.
Tyrone.
Sure, my brother. But nah, man, this album, and like with that, how you're speaking on the OGs and such, and then go to the next moments where you're just talking about the different moments, like crazy moments in like history and life and such like that you just can't really, you know what I'm saying, you can't bring back again, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like he just really has some really dope like concepts with songs, just like you said. It's like same thing we love with Hope, not to be in comparison, but just talking about, like I said, kind of like you're saying, just rehashing on life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the good or the bad, but just having that rehashing on life at a certain age and being able to be of age and healthy to really reminisce on it. Like it was good. Like even when, not to bring it back on Verses, when they were talking about them going on tour, and it's just like, it's good to be able to see our legends on tour, like doing their records healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Cooking
all of that stuff, like it's really good to see. You know what I'm saying?
Longevity.
I think it's not so much cooking and longevity as well as just recognizing, like, hey, a lot of the reason why our music is getting played now is not because we have so much young fans, but we had a generation of fans who grew up with our music who never were able to come see us perform, never able to come see us live, who only got to see us, who didn't even get to see videos on YouTube, like how young kids this generation does.
They ain't have the box.
So when they come and perform, I remember, I'll never forget, one of the dopest things in my life was being at this event in San Diego called Street Fair. It's like a huge fucking concert series where they have just a whole bunch of different acts from different genres, and it's like mega stars. Bro, they had the Wu-Tang there performing. Kanye West is there just fanboying watching. And to be able to witness that shit, it's just like, yo, this nigga's out here watching his heroes perform, excited to see this shit. And niggas don't get to see, like it's not like Kanye with that little bullshit smile.
What Kanye was this?
This is Kanye 2006, I think.
So still humble Kanye.
Nah, he was already 2005, 2006. I think it was 2006. Yeah, it had to be 2006.
Still humble.
2007 was the Iraq workout. Yeah.
Oh, so this, you talking about Glow in the Dark tour?
This is 2006. This is 2006. This is like when Justin Timberlake did the Future Sexy Love Tour.
Oh, so this was
like around that time.
In between late registration and graduation.
Right. Around that time.
Okay.
No, I think graduation late registration was just about to come out. Because late registration came out in 2007. He was working on it then. It didn't come out yet.
Oh, so this is still College Dropout tour then?
Yeah, it might be. No. This is after College Dropout. So it had to be like either late 2006, early 2007.
Okay,
it was before. It was before late registration came out. Because late registration, I remember I had that shit in Iraq, and I didn't go to Iraq till that summer. And this was before that. But bro, when I tell you like the level of Kanye being like just sitting there like cheesed out, it was something special. Yeah, like seeing that, like witness, like seeing, and then when like niggas were performing, you see like seeing other musicians just kind of stare and like, yo, these are artists that I wanted to see as a kid. I never got to see, and I'm sitting here close on the stage just watching them go out. I remember, no funny, Queens of the Stone Age were playing, I remember watching them on TV, just like, yo, these dudes are a dope ass band.
Not familiar with that.
No, it's a rock band, yo, bro. And I remember their Mad TV performance. I just remember being like, yo, this shit's fire. And there were a couple other, like, they were on WWE stuff, they were in other stuff. So it's like they had a certain level of songs. It was like, yo, I'm hearing you guys on TV shows and stuff. Like, oh yeah. And then like occasionally hear like, oh, on MTV or something like that, they show clips of the concert. Like, that shit looks lit. And then being there as an adult at the same concert series, like one of the days, they were performing. I'm in the crowd, like literally like feet from the stage, just watching them. Like I'm sitting there doing security, but I'm sitting there just looking at them the whole time. Like, this is fucking dope. This is awesome. This is one of those moments like you'll never be able to replicate. You'll never get to see.
That's what he was saying on that
seeing
record,
seeing them tour, that's what you want to see. Where it's like, yo, you know what? As a kid, I always wanted to go see the X, Y, and Z perform. Yo, he's gonna be in my city. I got the bread. Fuck it, I'm going to see it. There's nothing holding me back.
Bro, that's how it worked for like a crazy period of couple concerts, bro, between Kendrick, Absol, Danny Brown, Q. I didn't give a fuck, bro. Money dropped. I was Ye when he did the Yeezus tour. Didn't give, like, I had to go. Like, if I just had to experience that shit, bro. Like you said, like these are moments you won't be able to really like experience again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I love, like I said, not just to bring it back to that record. That's kind of what he was saying. Like, these are certain moments in your life that you just really can't ever experience again. I always talk about one of my favorite movies, like Disney movies, is this movie Inside Out. If anybody got kids, they probably seen it. You know what I'm saying? The plot pretty much is about this one kid and the characters are the emotions inside of her. You got like angry, you got happy, you got the depressed one is like a anxious, whatever. We've got different joints. But long story short, they had these things about like taking real care of your core memories, like the little things that like build your foundation of who you are. So like say like your first basket in the basketball game, or first kiss, whatever core memories that build the foundation of who you are, and really honing on to those things. And I think me per se, like in this generation where everybody's holding their phones up and having that just their memories stored on the phone, people forget to just sit back and just take in things and just really hone on to that. You know what I'm saying? And like I personally did that for myself, just like over this 4th of July. Like, you know, everybody's recording, putting their phones out, recording the fireworks, but the joints was just so beautiful that I just sat back and just watched it in amazement. I can still remember that shit
for the moment.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
enjoy the moment.
I think there's a little twofold with that, where it's we're grown accustomed to while we enjoy the moment. I've learned not to take pictures of a lot of things because I have phones that I don't throw away because they're filled with pictures of shit that I don't even look at, but I don't want to throw away.
I feel you on that.
Whereas like before, you used to have like actual picture albums, you had Polaroids and stuff like that, and it's I got pictures of me and my kids at this farm hanging out. I got pictures of me and my little sister doing this. You know, pictures of friends that
But doesn't that like make it so you have like a million phones just lying around though?
Right, but I'm going to invest in slowly like fixing them up and taking the memory off, taking the data off it, transferring them off. Just like getting this, I get this off here.
And I'm so happy that technology is out there that you can do that now. It's really dope.
Like even if I have to just connect it to the internet and just like Dropbox it one by one from the phone.
But but before we move on from this, we gotta speak on it. Miss Lauryn Hill came to check niggas. Miss Lauryn Hill came to check niggas, my brother. Yo, the irony that I was just watching Sister Act 2 earlier today, but
that's an odd movie to watch on a Sunday.
That's a great movie to watch on a Sunday.
That's a church movie. That's acceptable. That's the Sunday movie.
I don't
know what religion he is.
Whoopi was a former. What was she? She wasn't even a nun at first. What was she in the movie?
A con artist or something, or witness protection program.
She was a Cardi B.
I mean, I want to say this about Whoopi because I feel like a lot of people don't do this. As someone who loves comedy and stand up, like that's like you can put a stand up on, I'll sit there, I'll shut the fuck up and watch it. Like even if it's bad, I'll sit there and watch it, and I'll give my critique, and I can see where because no one tells a joke no one tells a joke to be unfunny everyone tells a joke expecting it's gonna land. So sometimes you get to see someone
watching it.
Whoopi is fucking. If you ever get to see some of her old improv, her old stand-up, she's a comedic genius.
I think she worked clean though. I don't like this. She worked clean.
She's like, you have to see her. Yo, if you ever watch, and I tell niggas, this is where you find out who the best comedians really were. Whose line was it anyway?
That's a fact, though. That's a fact. I was about to really say a funny joke, but you took my mind away with that. That's really my
whose line is it anyway? Robin Williams was on there wilding.
Wayne Brady was on there. He ain't that funny.
No, Wayne Brady on there. Wayne Brady, niggas be thinking Wayne Brady clean until
don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Yo,
the dude from the Drew Carey show.
Colin and Ryan Stiles. Colin
and Ryan Stiles. It was somebody else. It was.
They always have a third
dude that had the purple shirt all the time.
I don't know. I forgot his name. They keep on rotating that nigga.
Yeah, but they had a consistent person, but they
Brad,
knocking that shit out the park, bro. Brad. Yep. That's bro. I'm telling
you. They said that was like the white Wildin' Out.
No, Wildin' Out is not better than that.
Wildin' Out is a totally different thing, bro. It's not different. It's in the same umbrella, but they do different things, bro.
Wildin' Out is
improv though, isn't it?
No,
it's improv. It is improv.
No.
I'll give Wildin' Out. They do improv, but it's a difference. It's different comedy, bro.
All right. So I've spoken to several people who've been to Wildin' Out before, and I know people who've been to like live recording.
I'm sorry, I'm probably they do rehearsals and shit like that.
So Wildin' Out is like, while you see a half an hour of the show, it's really like a 3-4 hour event. And it's really a lot of them just picking the best parts of the show.
And they do their tours and shit too. You know what I'm saying? If you ever follow like a lot of our battle rappers on Instagram and such, they'll show you when they be at the tours or rehearsals and such like that. Not to like be saying like, "Whoa, it's behind the curtain is whack." They still are great with what they do.
Right, but
when you compare the two, it is different. Yes,
helping them. Whereas whose lines it anyway is
the actual skill.
There's going to be a third.
They got Drew Carey. Drew Carey's a genius.
No, he was the host. All he was the host.
Yo, by the way, he a Marine. But you didn't know that?
He a Marine?
Dead ass. Drew Carey Marine. That's why he wear those fucking BCGs.
What? That.
Yep. Yo, and Marine. No funny. The Marine Corps, we fucking love who Price is Right even before him. So seeing him all day, like, I'll be at work and then you be coming in and they'll be in like the garage in the bay and they have a TV up and it'll be the shit's on, like, yo, shut the fuck up. $300, you dumb bitch! $300! Oh!
Yo, my free channel, shout out Vizio, man. They got a whole game show channel, Price is Right play all day.
Price is Right all day?
But listen.
Bro, as a kid who used to like, you know what I'm saying, stay home sometimes to fake sick, I used to watch that.
I was watching Maury.
Bro, that's the block. What you mean, bro? Block,
bro. You get Maury, Steve.
I'm not a block.
Jerry.
I'm not a block nigga, but I'm a block nigga because I watched.
That was the block.
There's certain shows.
The block.
TV.
Like, look, there's certain
when I was a kid, they had Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake.
Jenny Jones was that bitch.
Yo, shout out Ricky Lake.
Remember, she got somebody killed. She got somebody killed. Niggas were trying to forget about that shit, wasn't it?
Oh, I remember.
Lake, she's a good follower on Instagram. She be having.
Nah, but I'll tell you this right now. If you really want to know shit, my nigga Richard Bay was before all of that. I remember in elementary school, like, yo.
Who's the Khalid Muhammad? Who's
our boy, bro?
Richard Bay was out there having niggas fist fight and shit.
Fuck, you just showed me the clip. It's Donahue.
Yeah, that's our nigga.
Donahue. Richard Bay was very member. Yeah.
Yo.
Him and Donahue, Gerard, they're like Shock TV show.
Gerardo.
That nigga is a Klan member.
Richard Bay was like leagues ahead of these niggas though. Like this nigga was like
fuck all of that, bro. That nigga was Montel, bro. That was my nigga. Montel Williams, bro.
Mike Epps' impression of Montel is still the funniest shit ever.
He seemed more like a Marine than Drew Carey.
Yeah, he was one too, man. It's wild.
But nah, son, real talk. I know you do. I know you don't want to hear this album, but I gotta play this Lauryn.
Wait, hold on, real quick, before you get into that.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna ask this because you said you were gonna do this a while ago. What happened to that Blackout song?
Oh, the Blackout song?
I'll play that
right before we go.
I forget about that shit. I'm saying play the song.
I play that right before we go to our waves. I play that right before we go to our waves. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Me play this Lauryn joint because I'm not on my TV. But yeah,
this nigga playing the surround sound. Goddamn.
I need one up here, bro. I need another one.
I'm about to get the little speakers you hang up. I'm about to get those. I can put them around the room.
You might as well go and get the Alexa joints. Be fancy.
Nah, I can't have that Babylon ting in my house. Hey yo, has Lauryn? When's the last time Lauryn spit? Like on a record?
That was it. I just wanted to let the saxophone play. I love that little.
I just want to point this out, bro. Like Lauryn did snap on that, and she was talking shit.
Crazy,
but
there's a but coming.
I know too many people personally burned by Lauryn not showing up to concerts. To let that shit slide.
Crazy text messages.
Like, yo,
this bitch ain't showed up to the motherfucking show.
Nigga,
I paid $150 for these tickets.
Yo, bro, and I'll be real, and this is why I applaud. Like, I love artists like DMX. I love artists like 50 Cent, Eminem, Kenny G. The sax nigga, yes. Where it's I respect niggas.
Hold on, time out. This nigga has referenced Queens of the Stone Age and Kenny G on the podcast.
No Kenny G slander up here.
This nigga can never ever talk to me.
Get your uncultured ass out of here. Nobody want to.
Nah. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you this: when I tell you about Kenny G, part of the reason why is this nigga has a black drummer. This nigga gives this nigga his black drummer, and during his show, like a 3-hour show, he gives him like a 40-minute drum solo, a 40-minute drum solo, a 40-minute drum solo, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. We not.
I say this. Nirvana, and I'm crazy,
bro. You
talking about? Say you crazy about Nirvana?
Anyway,
you be saying some whole like
Pearl Jam,
Nebraska day party music.
This nigga be out here talking about Chicago and shit, yo.
Yo, don't disrespect Chicago or Journey,
bro. Anyway, what was I saying? This nigga.
That's the white Illmatic.
But I respect that there's certain artists who understand that like not everyone's a millionaire, not everyone has time to sit here and say like, hey, I can wait for you to feel comfortable to do your job. You know, it's like I have things on the schedule and I expect you to be adult enough to respect the fact that I paid my money in advance to be here for your show. You've already received my funding. I'm expecting you to do your part.
That's how I feel whenever I used to order those pay-per-views, those rap battle URL pay-per-views, and niggas would choke. I paid my money. Perform.
Like, and it's But I don't know.
No
That's
show.
different. I think that's different. That's like I
shows?
consider choking no shows is disrespect.
So what I'm saying, like when every time like a clean paper, like a big clean paper, or what happened now, he no show that should be pissing me off. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like I tell you right now, if clean paper's on the card, I would never invest any money.
But I'm just saying though. I'm talking about like.
No, I'm saying like even buying like tickets or buying buying into it. Yeah. It's all automatic up. He's not going to show up. I'm not paying.
Nowadays, he's burned that bridge a long time ago. But it's that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll tell you a story about it. Remind me to tell you the story afterwards. But I really respect the fact that like there's certain artists who really come there and they come with that intention to like, look, I'm going to perform for my crowd. Nas is one of them. Jay-Z definitely one of them, where it's like, yo, I come here and I respect the fact that y'all came to see me do this.
Yeah, I know the baby getting the heat right now, but when he was talking about I paid that 10 racks to get the extra time for the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Little things like that go a long way as a showman. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and it's when you say, hey, nah, I'm out here saving souls, and it's like, Lauryn, you had a show at 9. You didn't come on.
What does she mean by that? What is she doing?
I mean, I don't know if she was at the Peace Corps or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know. But again, even so, if you're doing that and this is some real shit, respect your time enough to say I can't do this. That's it.
Or if you was like, I mean, like if there's some serious shit going on.
Yeah, just say
you gotta have if you're gonna be vulnerable on this record, let us know what's going on. Then really let us know what was going on. If you're gonna be vulnerable on the record, but then again, if you
she's being vulnerable but vague.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to let us into that, then don't open that door. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I can see what you're saying with that, G. I can definitely see what you're saying with that.
And there's plenty of people who've called her out, and it's not just like, oh, this is one person. This is someone else who's gone out and called her out on these things where it's like, hey, look, you demand people call you Miss Lauryn and stuff like that. No one's knocking you for that. But then you go to someone and you know their name, and instead of saying, hey, Mr. Such and no, Miss Hill, sorry, she requires them to properly give her proper title. She won't go do that to the other person. So it's like, yo, you demand respect, but you won't dish it out. That's weird.
The energy you give out is what you attract.
Right. So it's not just one disgruntled employee. It's numerous people who've gone and done this. She did bad business dealings, and she tried to make it seem like people operated in bad faith when when numerous times it's come out was like, no, other people close to the deal said like, no, Lauryn has numerous times operated in bad faith, hence why she can't perform this album the way she wants to. Because she has to pay certain royalties and certain rights, and she refuses to do so. And these people are within their right to withhold her, block her from doing such.
We talking about Wyclef?
No. I'm not talking about Wyclef. I'm
talking about
the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. She can't play that.
Swagger Benz, one of them niggas.
No, I'm talking about the musicians who did who did that album with her. She can't play mad at the songs, like the musical compositions of them. She could do the lyrics, but a lot of the beats and the orchestral organization composition she can't do. Because
Arri, who the Glasper nigga that you like?
Robert Glasper.
He's one of the niggas that worked on that album.
Yeah, he did.
Did mad people
first joint, I believe.
Mad people she owed money to, she didn't pay, and she lost something like that, and then she lost rights because essentially it was like, this is our album now.
They bogarted her fucking album.
They bogarted the rights to the actual beat. So while
God, I didn't know that part. Hold on.
Yeah, because she did. Like, that's what I'm saying. She was operating like she didn't do music in good faith, and it's like from what she was saying, she was like they pretty much paper fucked her. Whereas they were saying like, no,
you paper fucked us.
Yeah, you paper fucked us. You didn't do this the right way. And then when we came to say like, hey, this needs to be done the right way, you're like, well, we agreed to this word of mouth. And I was like, no, we never did. You said let's do it this way, and we were like, nah, we want it this way, and you did it this way anyway.
Holy shit!
So that's where it's like he said, she said, but it's like if it's he said, she said, you can only look at what the end result is, what you can prove. Yeah. So
it's like court; it's what you can prove.
Lauryn's talking her shit on that track, and I respect her for clapping back and trying to address her detractors. But there's a certain point where it's like your detractors have certain validity, and your rebuttals are very, very
very vague.
very subtle, and it seems to indicate you have more to say. Is this what's going to happen, or is it just?
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to open this door, now you got people intrigued. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Who knows we're going to get another Lauryn. But like, this was a surprise.
But I will say this. For Lauryn Hill, oftentimes the music reflects her life. So if this is something that she wants to talk about, it may not be, hey, I'm going to go deep, but it's, hey, you asked me to do a song and thematically this aligns with this. This is what speaks to me. I'm going to do this. You know, I'm not going to take away from her artistry and demand that she, not demand, but like expect her to give a certain level of acknowledgement to. I don't think that's fair or appropriate thing to do to someone who's just making songs, who's just rhyming words together.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, I can't really expect her to say like, okay, you're going to make a rebuttal, or else the statement's invalid or X, Y, Z. Like, it's not necessarily required to do it, because I know the way she does music in general is always this is something that reflects a current period in my life or a certain thing.
No, that's a fact.
We don't know when she recorded that song. That could be a verse she had written from years ago, and she just kind of,
like you said, the concept of the song probably just, you know what I'm saying, influenced something that she's already, you know what I'm saying, touching on in her life.
Right. And it's not so much, hey, I got some new music project that I'm putting out publicly or to the masses at that level. Because I'm pretty sure she still has plenty of songs she's written and she just be singing around the house or recorded and just plays for her select crowd of friends. Like, hey, here you go. This is a CD. Just like 5 songs I put together. Just listen to it, tell me what you think.
I wouldn't be surprised at that. I would definitely not be surprised. But like coming off this verse, man, I won't be mad at hearing like a nice little EP from Lauryn, man, or her jumping on some more verses, man. Like,
I want to hear her.
I want to hear her rock with the ladies, man. The ladies is vibrant right now, man. I would like to see her rock with some of the like.
I don't know who can really like the problem.
It's a couple. I ain't gonna hold you.
Her and Rhapsody, her and Shay.
What's my one joint? Her name's like.
I mean, she could like with the current climate of women rappers. I feel like while Lauryn will, like, if she decides to start rapping again, she'll stand out. I think there's going to be an unnecessary crosshair drawn on her, just off the strength of like how. Real talk, Cardi B.
If she's delivering shit like this though.
Niggas,
I'm just saying she might be able to hold her own with that crosshairs on her.
Right, I'm not denying that. But Lauryn, all right. Remember when Cardi B came out, right? A lot of the first tensions with.
But she's not a rapper.
Hold on. A lot of the tensions with Cardi B and Nicki weren't coming from Nicki directly or Cardi directly. It was coming from their fans.
Their camp.
Not just their fans and the media pitting these two women. Like, hell, is she better than her now? Is she better than her now?
As they always do when it's a new female gunner.
Right.
As they always do.
And it's this
time with Meg too.
Right, but you remember Cardi B was the one who stepped in and said, nah, don't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not jacking that. But that doesn't mean now when Lauryn, and you know how Lauryn is, Lauren's a little bit more ficky.
And
she was kind of saying it on the record. She was saying like it was like pretty much with her being her or something like that. It shouldn't be a need for a void like to bring me back. I don't know. I forgot what she said, but I go to G's to continue what y'all saying. But a lyric she just said really resonates with what you just said.
I feel like if she were to come back and rap now, there'll be a certain level of, hey, Lauryn's here to steal spotlights versus. I think there's a certain level of.
I don't think so. She get her flowers. She get a lot of praise.
No. I'm not talking about from other rappers. I'm talking about from media. Remember,
media.
No, I think a lot of media will come out there and do like, because remember what's the current thing that a lot of people are lamenting about.
Bro, the verse is very well received though. People have received the verse well.
I'm not denying that. I'm talking about her full presence now. A verse is different than someone's full presence. And if Little Kim pops up on a track right now and does a verse, and the verse is a solid Little Kim like back from like Junior Mafia days, everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, this is he."
She'll be in demand. Right.
And if she comes back out with an album, right? Even if say it's a fire album, let's say it's a solid B+ album. Lil' Kim's coming back for the throne. She's coming back to be the best woman, the best rapper.
If it's a B+, if it's a B+ album,
if it's a B+, niggas are gonna run with it. A B+ album is a good album.
That's good. Yeah, that's good enough. That's passing. Right. That's passing.
Lauryn Hill drops a B+ album, and as Lauryn Hill is, where it's like she's not using sex to sell, she's going to be the media.
She's going to destroy them.
Right, and the media. That's what I'm saying. The media is going to paint that crosshair on her. Where it's like, oh, look.
I see what you're doing. They're gonna make her like the Virgin Mary type of shit compared to like the City Girls and Meg Thee Stallion and that kind of content.
I'm not saying the artists are going to do that. I want to emphasize that.
Yeah,
because we see it too many times. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. But that's why I love the mix of artistry that we have now, where you can see, Cardi get with Normani, or you know what I'm saying? You'll see Kalani with so on and so forth. Like they don't, or what's her name? Arri. Like even outside of music, this is how they mesh with each other. How you see all the different styles, different mixes of women in the Hot Girl Summer video. Like it's like they try to say like just because I make this style of music doesn't mean I don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Now, the whole thing is also that Lauryn Hill has had numerous verses on Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, where she kind of literally was taking apart this current lifestyle before it happened. You know, and it's like, look, you guys are sitting here selling your hips and your thighs like as if you're KFC, instead of selling your mind like you're fucking graduates from Howard and these other HBCUs like you guys are. You're using sex to sell when you guys should be using your intellect. Now, at the same time, both tides are rising, but both tides aren't being equally recognized, if that makes sense.
That's true. That's true.
So they would use Lauryn Hill. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was not saying it's the artist, because we already know Meg Thee Stallion.
They do that with Rhapsody now.
Meg Thee Stallion is gonna fucking love her to death. Like, yo, this is my chick. You know what I mean? Like, I fucks with Kamaya. I fucking love Kamaya.
Yo, you look into Lakili 47, yo. She's very fire. Check her out. If I would say anything, check out our Tiny Desk performance.
Right. Yeah. Like I like my women rappers. Not so much. Like I don't
rap too. She sing and she rap too.
Right. Like I don't listen to male rappers who are rapping about like getting blowjobs and shit like that. Like I'm not gonna sit here and listen to that all day. So like when a lot of these women rappers like, yo, you know what? This music isn't for me. I'm not gonna say this is bad music. Because the same way, like I don't listen to a lot of the younger rappers in the sense, like it's like, yo, you're not making music for my generation, and that's okay. My generation still has people who are making music.
Is that people in this background?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. All right. So it's like when I think of Lauryn Hill coming out with a new project now, I'm really thinking like, yo, the media is gonna try and really set her up to be the antithesis to Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, the City Girl movement, even though she's really not. And they're gonna use a lot of her old words when Lauryn, but you know Lauryn is real enough to be like, nah, I meant what I said. I don't like this shit, but they doing them. I don't got nothing against them. And then someone's like, oh, yo, she don't like us. I was like, nah, you biting part of my phrase. You ask me a question, give you an honest answer. And Lauryn's notorious for you being too real at certain moments.
She got the Quincy. What is it? The Quincy Jones.
The crazy
Jones mouth.
The thing would be was like, because what you would say like a Megan Thee Stallion, I could see her in a Summer Walker collabing. You know what I'm saying? Doing like that same like unplugged style guitar. That's the shit Summer does. You know what I'm saying? She would be right on the Instagram doing. You know what I'm saying? Just
didn't Lauryn Hill? Wasn't
like
she on a Nicki Minaj album? She was on a Nicki Minaj album.
I don't know.
She was, I believe, the one where she's like half horse, half like I forgot what the cover.
That's the shit you was bumping.
Nah, I mean, I was with my ex at the time. She was a Nicki fan.
You got it, Chief.
You got fuck you with that. You got it, Chief. Shit, I'm peeping you. I'm peeping you, nigga.
Got it.
You got it, Chief.
No, I don't think they did a song together.
But nah. When you're saying that like that, I think I can see what you're saying, where the media pushes them away. But it will be up to Lauryn to, like you said, to debunk that, hopefully. But that's if. And what that actually leads us into our our last topic of the night. What ifs in hip hop.
Man,
it got a lot of things, man. We got actually, you know what I'm saying, kind of before we get deep into that, pause.
I got the first one already lined up.
Oh, I got the second one lined up.
Just before we get, you know what I'm saying, too deep into that, we are I mean, it's kind of bad, but we had the anniversary of Watch the Throne just passed, man. Like, yo, how did you guys feel about that album going into? Because that was a big what if album before it happened. You know what I'm saying? That was like, we always thought like what would happen if Kanye and Jay-Z did an album together, and then we got it. You know what I'm saying? So how did you guys feel when it initially happened and you heard the project? Like, when actually rephrase that. How did you guys feel when Otis dropped? And then how did you guys feel when the album itself, you know what I'm saying, came out? What was your feelings on it?
I'll lead off.
Go ahead.
I think when Otis dropped, I believe they weren't even talking about an album, I believe, when Otis dropped. I think this was just like a Lucy type of shit. This was like a single.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Flex premiered it and he did the whole bomb thing on it. When I heard Otis, I lost my fucking mind when I heard the sample.
Oh, that Otis Redding. Oh man,
son. And then when I heard the album from the very first song, "No Church in the Wild" with the doom 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 doom, yo, production wise, Watch the Throne is one of the best albums I ever heard. Production wise,
I think honestly, if I may, just real quick, I'll just interject. Just one album that always reminds me of that I feel like really tried hard to capture that lightning and just couldn't do it was fucking What a Time to Be Alive.
Oh, I knew he was gonna say that.
I thought he was gonna say Cruel Summer. I thought he was gonna say Cruel Summer.
Cruel Summer was a compilation, but he's something like a duo type shit.
Yeah, like they really tried hard.
You didn't like what, bro?
I didn't say I didn't.
My favorite song on there is still Diamond Dancing, but no, I agree with you on that.
They tried really hard.
I was dancing.
Go on, Loso. You were saying about
it was one of the to me it's one of the best produced albums of all time. However, I saw on the timeline niggas was saying that his top 10 album. It is niggas was saying, not me. Niggas was saying it was top 10 hip hop album of all time. I don't see it that way. I see top 20, not top 10 to me.
I'm gonna be honest and disagree with you on one thing. The impact that album had alone was fucking insane. That album.
I'm not mad at that. That's why I leave it at 20.
Niggas in Paris, like Jesus.
I don't think you understand how many fucking songs, how many fucking times those songs were played in different forms of media, from fucking sports to fucking video games.
Oh man,
to fucking ads.
You're gonna put it over Doggy Style, which is one of the best albums, period of all time.
Doggy Style doesn't have that level of influence. I'm gonna be real. Doggy Style, while it's a fire album, listen.
The G-Funk shit started with that.
I'm talking about external. I'm saying like when
you can say that style of what they did with Doggy Style is definitely influencing what you hear in Detroit right now.
No, I'm not denying that level of influence. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking worldwide influence, where this is in every single form of media right now. This is if you play that song, it snapshots not just for different people. It brings up different things. Like this brings up this ad, it brings up this, it brings up this, it brings up that. You may be able to name 10 better.
I can name 10 better, bro.
But that being in the top 10 position, I'm not arguing that and saying that's a bad position for it. It could be number 10. It could be number 9. But I'm not saying this number 1. I'm not saying this 1 through 5, and I'm not saying this as at least pushing
top 15. I say top 15.
I wouldn't be mad at top 15. I'm not mad at top 10. I'm saying the top 20 sounds kind of disrespectful. Like off that level of completion off that album. That's one.
Bro, like literally, bro. Like just
all the Drake albums on.
Drake wow, like Lift Off, Niggas in Paris. Oh, like from Niggas in Paris to Otis to Gotta Have It to New Day is a crazy 4 records. Like you know what I'm saying.
And the thing is, the only thing going against this is that's just I don't like the habit of these little small, like under 15 tracks kind of thing, and then being like, oh yeah, this is a full album. It's like, yo, okay, cool, I get it, but this isn't This isn't like, hey, I got 15 solid 3 to 5 minute listings of songs where I can just boom bump this for an hour and a half. This is I might get an hour out of this.
The deluxe is even crazier. Like the deluxe is fire with That's My Bitch and Ham and Illest Motherfucker Alive.
The joy
from the Good Friday
shit.
shit.
Went crazy on that shit, bro.
Like Watch the Throne, one of the ones. It's one of the ones, man. And it's still
I'm not
Frank
denying.
Ocean went crazy on this shit too, man. The Dream went crazy on this.
That was his coming out party.
For real. That's when they was like, welcome to the big leagues, my nigga. For real. Yeah, like this shit was really a moment in time. And I agree with you, like when Ham came out, I think that was on 2K, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
Shout out my 2K niggas, man.
Made in America is a song that became a fucking festival. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I remember,
you seen the lineup for this year? It's like Griselda in America Festival.
Listen, this is all I'm saying. It's like when you talk about Watch the Throne, that album changed the way people did music.
They did concerts too, because the niggas in Paris shit.
Yo, bro, you gotta remember, like suddenly, remember this has just changed the way where niggas were like, you know what, this European music, there really is a market in Europe. Like we knew there was a market in Europe.
50 was killing in Europe before that.
50 was killing in Europe, but 50 was killing in Europe, and he didn't open the door. This came out and this blew the fucking hinges off, and suddenly now everyone said, like, I'll put it like this. I know wild rappers who are big in fucking Japan and Asia. And I'm talking like these niggas are bums in New York. But you put them on a flight going to Asia Pacific, these niggas are put in the highest hotel to come out. Oh, and all that cartoon.
This nigga said Saigon is big in China.
Bro, but I'm being real. Like these niggas have markets over there mainly because the Wu-Tang really opened the door out there, and niggas know the market is there for them. They know that they do good music. Sonically, these niggas are gonna listen to it. Korea, fuck a lot of niggas fuck with Korea. ASAP Rocky was out there with them niggas.
Didn't he get locked up in there too?
Shout out to K-pop.
But like those fucking thieves. But you get the general idea where it's like, yo, they open this fucking door up, they open this door up, and suddenly now everyone's looking at Europe different. You know what I mean?
I think just with like I agree with you on that. I mean, I'm not a big Europe fan myself, but we talk about what Ye kind of brought, and I was kind of talking about this earlier with my friend, with just that early good music. We're kind of like that, like around that graduation period, you know what I'm saying? Late registration, graduation period, where they were getting into more lavish things, more European. So you've seen them at Paris fashion shows and all of that stuff, kind of showing like it's a different level of rap that we can flex on and such. And I think this album sonically and the branding of it, all of that came together.
Even the way it looks, like the cover, it's like look at the cover, dog. This looks gold.
You gotta remember that they were really putting a lot of UK niggas up, like grabbing random UK niggas for verses off of good music shit. Where they were just like random
Mr. Hudson.
You know what? Hey,
that's my nigga,
drop up in here, give us a little quick bar here. You can drop up on this little mixtape. You can drop up on this verse for this thing that we may put out or may not put out, and then it just eventually gets leaked out in the wild. And it's like, oh shit, this nigga's fire. Oh shit, who the fuck is this guy? Yo, you know how many fucking tracks Pusha T's probably on in UK? And niggas just don't, like niggas in New York just don't, not New York, but niggas in the United States.
Pusha T and Skepta got like 30 songs together, but we never heard of them because we not in Canada.
This is what I'm saying. Like a lot of niggas really forget that, yo, Kanye went out there and really sat down for a little bit in the whole European Union and was putting out music left and right. Was getting with niggas, just not even so much like production, but kind of just sitting there like, oh yeah, nah, I like this. This song sounds good. Hey, yo, play this song on the radio for me. Boom. Oh, now it's like suddenly, oh, big mom, big things them, yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody's out there like rocking him and shit like that. Kanye had mad love in the UK for a while long. So Kanye going out there,
I think he still does, man. Like Kanye's biggest fans are foreign, like overseas, motherfuckers.
Oh, no, bro. Kanye put me onto that Beauty Estelle, yo, bro. That's.
Oh man, we forget too. This album introduced us to Hit Boy too. with niggas in Paris. Speaking of,
niggas in Paris was probably one of the greatest songs those two will ever have.
Didn't they have to like perform that shit like 100 trillion times in one time, like at a concert?
Niggas love that song too much, bro. That song, I remember that song. Hearing that shit on the radio, was like, yo, I gotta turn this shit off. Like, it's just too much.
I gotta turn this shit off. Too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Like, yo, bro, just like, yo, as soon as you hear it, like, yo, thinking about it now, I'm getting tight because it's like I already thought about it too much. Yo, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's definitely one of them songs you definitely got to be in the mood for.
Yeah, like
you gotta be off of Molly or something. Off of
niggas, and yo, bro, you know the song is fucking like he had like 60 fucking remixes to it, 60 fucking different people freestyling on it. Like yo, like that's the same shit that happened to the Chicago drill beat, like the Chirac shit. Once the niggas caught that shit, it was just like, oh my goodness.
That was the Amelie shit too.
Yep, the Millie. Oh my god, so many bad. One blood.
Racks on racks.
Racks are, oh my god.
Bro, man.
Shout out to Ye and you know what I'm saying, Kanye bringing us this classic, man. So I told you, man, 2021 is gonna bringing us a lot of great memories from that 2011 year. That just was a crazy motherfucking year, man. Crazy motherfucking year. But what ifs in hip hop?
I got two already. Two.
Gino said he had his already lined up. Go ahead, Los.
What if fucking Dipset actually came and fucking performed? What if they actually showed up and gave us the fucking verses that we fucking deserve? Because these fuckers, yo, just shot the fucking
way to keep it current.
This was just like fucking Pam fucking pulled out. He even put on the fucking pink. Yo, he should have been in all fucking pink. Bro, he should have had the fucking bro.
You should have had the pink.
Turn the AC up. Turn the AC up. He should have came out with his own fucking AC machine. Been out there all pink. He should have had the fucking pink ostrich fucking diamond studded fucking hat.
What? Pain. What's your name? Pain. I'm trying to
some real shit, son. Just had that shit like, yo, son, dip the fuck out, yo, fucking Jewel should have came out with a fucking whole stack of bounty rolls, just different fucking towels. One fucking glued to a fucking head like a fucking crown. He should have came out looking like fucking bandana Jesus on these niggas and just spitting on. He should have taken out his fucking teeth and just had fucking crack rocks just sitting there like I am back like cook crack. Nigga, I'm ready, bro.
Think out.
Jim Jones should have had the wife beater on. He should have fucking had the fucking. He should have been ready to choke out a fat Arab nigga. All that.
He was bro,
he should have been sitting there with a whole fucking big ass Tupperware bowl of cereal just before the show, just eating it, spilling it all over the place like yo, ready. And the all shit came out with fucking rap chips on some real New York shit, just a bag of fucking Utz chips or some shit.
You know
like
what
that.
they should have done? You remember that that performance that's on YouTube of like where they're like in front of the corner store? They should have done it like that.
I think that was the MTV or I think that's the BET Awards.
They should have done it like that.
Yep, that shit came out like that. That would. Oh my goodness! But what the fuck we got? Right, the biggest fucking what if. All right, anyway, you go. That was my one.
I got two. The first one is, what if Lil Wayne would have joined Dipset in 2005, 2006? And the second one is, what if 2 Chainz have joined Good Music in that little 2012, 2013. Remember when he was like teasing it?
Time out. All right, go ahead.
Remember when he was teasing it when he was like on Mercy and shit? How they were, and he eventually joined. He was just on Def Jam.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like cousin or something like that.
That would have been fly. That would have been dope.
All right, so I'm gonna speak to that first one because that one's interesting.
New York niggas everywhere would have loved to have.
I think
I really wanted that. Welcome to Dipset, baby.
Yo, just I'll be real. Like Wayne got so much from Dipset, and I think he picked up a lot from Chameleon, and like he picked up a lot from Chameleon. I'm gonna give Chameleon his credit. He went. No, he went when he was down. Remember when he went to school? He was in school with Chameleon. And them niggas were sitting there. Them niggas were actually sitting there like not working on music, but it's like yo, putting them on like yo, here goes how you craft better music. Here goes how you do certain shit. And you know, it's like
the nigga that wrote Riding Dirty is a that help Lil Wayne.
No, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you fucking even,
bro, don't do that.
Yo, Chameleonaire single-handedly killed Mike Jones. He killed Mike Jones' run, and a lot of niggas don't know that.
That might be true.
He killed Mike. No, it's not Mike. It be true. I know he did. All right, this is
never heard Mike Jones.
This is why I was telling you, like, yo, bro, don't when I talk about certain Southern shit, don't test me on this. Y'all be knowing my shit. So this is what happened. Essentially, Mike Jones was a part. They were all a part of Swisher House together, essentially, right? Then, I'm not sure if it's Swisher House.
Are you talking about the Paul Wall Chameleonaire beef?
No, Paul Wall Chameleonaire, Mike Jones, and the Chameleonaire's brother. So Chameleonaire's brother and Mike and Chameleonaire pretty much got beef with these niggas. And these niggas were fucking destroying, calling him Dyke Jones. You're wilding on mixtapes. Wilding. I forgot what it was. It was something. I think it had something to do with one of the DJs. That's what caused the beef and shit, right?
Shout out Dixon and Lando. They're gonna love this segment of the show.
Right. Like I'm not gonna say like this is 100% accurate, but this is essentially what happened.
So they fuck with that down south.
So when this nigga Mike Jones was really trying to blow up across the United States, he did get on, but he never got that leverage in your hometown that you really need to anchor your fucking run. You feel me? So like if you drop that second album,
he had Michael Watts. He had Michael Watts with him.
He didn't have his hometown buying. Yo, Chameleonaire shut that nigga shit down. He shut that shit down. He was killing that nigga on Wild Mix, bro. And the Chameleonaire's brother is one of the. I personally, in my opinion, I think he's better. Chameleonaire, I can't remember his name. Starts with an R. Fuck, I forgot his name. Bro, I forgot his name, but it's been years. It's been years since I listened to anything.
Reginald.
But Chameleonaire is actually like no funny, fucking nice. He could rap, he could sing, he could do it.
Yo, random as hell. Y'all know Plies' real name is Algernon.
Yo, you know Plies is a shitty rapper, bro.
Algernon of Washington.
Bro, when niggas tell me to listen to Plies, I instantly be like, all right, yo.
Nah, Last Testament was fired.
All right, see now you're
Last Testament was fired. You're not gonna do that.
Nah, bro, Plies.
We're not gonna do that.
Nah, but to talk about your first joint, yo, but Weezy going to Dipset, I think we would have got an official like Weezy
I can't feel
my
face.
The official project. I don't think we would have had the Wayne we got today, to be honest.
I think we would. I don't think Dipset would have fallen apart the way it would have. I think
we would have been riding Wayne's coattails.
No, I don't think it would have been riding Wayne's coattails. I think that would have been time for like Dipset been able to like really internally reflect. So it would have been Jim Jones and Cameron really doing duo projects and single projects, and like
imagine Wayne taking them down south too. You know what I'm saying?
Dipset South.
Dipset South would have been it. Dipset South. Yo, bro, Dipset South would have been all the squad up niggas just been re-signed right there. The squad, yo, bro, and that
Gino,
yeah.
You know, you remember Dipset UK? You remember SAS?
No, bro.
Euro Gang.
Get this fucking mark.
Euro Gang.
Don't do this, bro.
Gino is a certain type of Dipset fan. Know about Euro Gang.
Don't bring these niggas up, bro.
You should have pulled up to the verses. What you said?
Not in public, bro. Not in public, bro. Don't do that.
Huh?
He should have pulled up. He could have won in the verses.
Bro,
on them roads would have won around.
They would listen.
Mine's not going.
I'll tell you this: they would have been big in the UK. As soon as that shit came on, they replays like, "Yo, this verse is something got mad views and comments."
I remember that video. They in the video for one of the SAS songs, they threw a Rockefeller jacket in the trash can. I always remember.
Bro, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like Dipset could never really. Anyway, bro, like
I think they would have been able to do some good expansion with that connection with Birdman. Like
I think they wouldn't have been able to retain the relationship with Birdman. And get
I don't think it would have been like a forever thing, but I think it would have been like a nice like maybe like
French Montana, the MMG Bad Boy type of thing.
Yeah, like how he had that venture down south, even though he kind of ended nasty. But
yeah, I think that would have been probably one of the first of its kind to it would have been the first of its kind to be successful with artists of that star power. Because
that's the thing.
Wayne wouldn't.
We're on that cusp, but doing that project
because you guys see how Wayne's contract would have really been exposed, and that was kind of one of the things that really kept Wayne from really getting in with Dipset is because
that contract.
That's why I'm saying it lasted long. Yeah,
Cam got all of them niggas off of Rockefeller and got them their all independent deal on the Cock Records, and then Koch Records, and then they
he got Jewels on Def Jam.
No, but he got them all. He got them all to do the Diplomat. Like the Diplomat albums weren't through Def Jam. The ones after the second one,
Rockefeller.
I think if I remember, Jim was on Koch first.
Yeah. Cam went independent right after he did the Purple Hit because he was obligated to do 2 albums.
He went to Asylum for Killer Season. It was Asylum Koch.
Right.
I think, like I said,
he already had. But by then he already had Diplomat record, the second Diplomat album, and then Dipset Volume 3. This is More Than Music.
Ooh, the More Than Music joints. Talk about them. Oh my god.
But the whole point being is like the Purple City was off that same thing with J.R. Ryder's album. So while they didn't sell crazy, them niggas all ate.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why that's why a piece of me feels where like I feel Cam would have had I think Birdman and Cam would have had an understanding in this not being a full-time project, but a joint venture to see how we could be able to connect this New York City sound with the Southern sound that Dipset already trying to get into.
French did that shit with Maybach.
And we talking about in 04, 05.
Remember Rick Ross? Remember who you talking about? Rick Ross is probably one of the cleanest players in the game.
Right.
A lot of things about Rick Ross is that Rick Ross gets a lot of respect when it comes to
legit.
Like no one questions Rick Ross. If Rick Ross says, "Come sit at my table," you know Rick Ross is saying, "Here goes a plate of food, eat."
Damn, what else would it be?
No, I'm saying like he's not sitting there expecting you to bring your own food.
You at a fat nigga house. What else?
No. But you know what I mean? Like, yo, he's sitting there like, yo, he does his when he says like, look, we're gonna sit here and do this deal. When I make sure you're gonna eat appropriately.
Talk that double entendre shit.
You know, like you're gonna get your money. And when you have Cam, who was just sitting there like, yo. When it came out how fair he really treated Jewels, it was like, oh damn, he really did Jewels.
How he sold his contract just like that.
No, like not even just that, but the way he gave him bread afterwards, like he's like, I'll make sure he set up, this is the deal he wanted. We made sure this was the deal he got when he left. Niggas were complaining. It was like, nah, niggas was always eating. That's why the beef was coming out. I was like, yo, how you saying this crazy shit, but you got all of this here? Y'all niggas making me come out to seem like this.
I don't think they ever beefed though.
Nah. It was just
it's not like shit. Like I said, it's like internal shit that, I said, little like brother shit. Like I said, we already know when money comes in. You know what I'm saying? They have that little breakup, and then they snap back to reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like, I think when you talk about Cameron looking at that contract, I wouldn't be surprised if Cam looked at the contract that Drew like, all right, cool, we could do something with Wayne. Let me see a contract. Seeing Wayne's contract and being like, yo, bro,
this is too steep. This is the Bret Hart contract.
Like, bro, you got it.
You talking about the dude that's saying I can get you out your contract. But I'm just saying, why would he? I don't think I can see him doing that. Seeing him trying to work that out.
I don't think Cam
trying to pull a Suge Knight with easy.
Not a Suge Knight. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying a Suge Knight. What I'm saying is like more so. Let us use him on these records, okay? Like over here on wherever they're signed to. You know what I'm saying? Bro. For a maybe two album deal or something, maybe a 2 album joint. They'll probably like if they free to do a mixtape or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
let
us over here with that, or we could break you with something. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying real talk, like the way Wayne's contract was structured.
I agree.
The way Wayne's not eating. Wayne's not eating. Just looking at that contract, you just looking at that like, yo, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying
get some bread over here.
That's why I'm saying there's no way they retaining that relationship with Birdman and getting Wayne. That's why. That's all. This is not the whole way. This whole thing came up. Is saying like, look. that contract was so.
That's like looking at a
no way
relationship, bro. Be like, I'm trying to like work, but damn, man, this motherfucker is like.
It's like, yo,
shit.
we have to.
Got too many kids. God damn.
It's like, yo, we really have to.
This nigga talking about kids.
Like you have to restructure the whole contract in order for this to work for you. You can't. I can't say like, yo, you know what, we're gonna do this and you're gonna make like 6-7 mil, but at the end of the day, you're only taking home 600,000 to 700,000.
Yeah. How much is the love of the music gonna be in for that?
Right, and it's like, yo, you got you got to tour this much, yo, bro. We not touring like that. Right. Nah, it's over.
You think Wayne would have lost that much money joining?
Bro,
Wayne's contract now.
Wayne's contract was fucking insane, bro. This nigga was like, I think he was like, I forgot how much he was really bringing home, but like he was paying for everything on top of like getting double charged on everything. So like, picture charging your production guys, charging you for their hours, right? But you also got to pay their salaries.
So you're coming out of pocket for everything around you, basically, having to do with your camp,
right?
Instead of the label doing that for you,
right? Because
that's fucking crazy.
But the thing is,
he's independent. That's being independent.
No. He signed to Birdman, who signed to someone else.
Remember that's
the Pusha T line.
You're talking about Universal, who need all of that, bro.
Right. So like Wayne's so like yo, I'm telling you right now, Birdman. That's why Birdman was like super rich, because Birdman was making bang. But that's why Wayne was touring the country.
Well, Birdman was getting the sloppy seconds because you went and got there first.
It was really like some pimping whole shit, bro. Like,
no, listen.
Like, not for real, bro.
So the first person who was getting paid out of everything was Birdman.
Over UMG?
Listen, Birdman was getting money off the door. So every time Wayne toured, Birdman was getting paid. Every time, so UMG wasn't getting paid every time Wayne toured.
You gotta remember the deal that they initially had when Cash Money like made it. That's why it was so lucrative. You know what I'm saying? Because they was able to eat, like not other labels was able like to. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was.
So Birdman essentially is like, look, you pay us advances on stuff, and we gotta pay you out of pocket. But if we cover our expenses, you don't really gotta pay us like that.
So if the label takes some off the top, Birdman just gets
the rest, because now it's like it's pretty much.
I think that's kind of what Prince deal was kind of like. Cause that's funny. I was just watching one of his joints, but I think that's kind of sort of what his deal was like, where they gave him the crazy budget, but you know what I'm saying, as long as he was able to make it back, shit, it was nothing they could really say to the man. It was nothing they could say.
So like, instead of him now, like, hey, you know what? I have enough money where I don't need to take your advances, so I'm not taking advances. Wayne, you're getting an advance from me, and because in your contract, there's no way you can say no to the advance from me. You're taking this. So I'm giving you $2 million, but I'm charging you $4 million for it.
And imagine getting an advance as a 13-year-old kid, bro.
You're gonna blow it.
So
now it's
not the blow. You're gonna accept it.
Your parents are gonna take it because.
You know what I'm saying? You're talking about these poor kids in New Orleans, man. They taking that advance.
And then the thing is, on top of it, Wayne's essentially Birdman's paying all Wayne's expenses low key, because it's like, hey, I'll take care of this. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Put this on the company.
Is that why he calls him his dad?
That's why he was calling him that, because it's like, yo, anything you want, I got you. You're my son.
So you're not telling me that's not what a pimp do to his hoe?
That's borderline pause.
You're not telling me that's not what a pimp do to his hoe?
That's what I'm saying. That's borderline gay pimping.
So when it came time for Wayne to be like, hey, you know what? Hey, I want to see how this is going. That nigga hit him with
Brewski, man.
Niggas was doing the homie.
Like, yo,
they was doing the homie. That's about him.
You people, when they took this nigga to court, some of these shit started coming out. Like, yo, we thought Pusha T was lying when he said he had more money than Wayne. He said he really don't have to do shit to get money. He's really eating off his royalties.
Pusha been eating for a while.
No, but I'm saying, like, when he was talking shit, it was because he had a really good ass deal with Star Trek. Them niggas, the Neptunes really blessed these niggas with a nice ass contract.
Oh no, yeah. The Clips were like the Neptunes' baby.
They were eating correctly. They were like, yo, you know what? We've proven that we can make beats for hard niggas. So now niggas
like what Timbo was with Minty.
Outside of this shit too, though.
Yeah, what Timbo was with Minty, that's what the Neptunes was with the Clips.
Yeah, and they pushed off their clothing line and things like that. But anyway, I feel like we're getting off track for the what ifs. I apologize.
Yeah, my bad. Sue, it's on you, bro.
What if 50 then destroy
You
New York?
something with 50. I'm sorry. Go.
Yo, I keep it
I knew you were gonna say something with 50.
That's valid. That's a good one. 50 did fuck up New York.
So we know what if 50 didn't fuck up New York?
Yeah.
So
but fuck up New York like how?
Let's so to give context to what he's to give context to what he's saying. We know when 50 came through, he came in, you know what I'm saying, how to rob. They already had people on their toes, you know, just you know what I'm saying, the Ja Rule shit, and then New York, the New York record, and
did it really?
After that.
Hold on. Let's not give How to Rob that credit because
I'm not gonna do. I'm just saying.
Was like I think 5 years before
before his initial run.
But I'm just saying,
it did have really massacred him on fucking Wild Tracks. He got eaten alive by a Wu-Tang. All jumped on the track and just bodied him one time.
But just listen though. But with that alone, he already came in showing people like, yo, they seen this dude like, okay, this is the same dude who's already coming in on some hot shit. Now he's coming back again with this Wankster track on, you know what I'm saying, on Ja. You know what I'm saying? But now it's on overdrive because he got Interscope behind him now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the energy was already there for what he kind of was already, the temperature he wanted to bring, but now he got money behind it. So it's like, now you can't even stop it. I got M, Dre, Jimmy behind me, the pause, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he destroyed Ja Rule. Ja Rule kind of had that coming.
But then
Ja Rule's run was over.
But now you got the people behind you after that. But now you go to the New York record and the aftermath of that, where he was like, all right, now let me try to pick everybody off of this record.
He went at Nas too. That Piggy Bank video and song.
The thing is,
so many little crazy little Easter eggs.
Nas already he had enough beef with Dipset. Dipset niggas already was telling him
they're gonna smack his poofy off,
Yeah. This was before that. So Nas at the time wasn't really that Nas shot while it may seem like
really focusing on too many things at once.
Yeah, Nas wasn't the major target.
This nigga said he had this bitch on his own.
More concerned with Khalees, his marriage with Khalees than anything.
That's why he fired back at him though. But he said the line about Khalees. He put out what's the shit called? Don't Body Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked them.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, 50 like outside of New York, 50 was sitting there seeming like he was untouchable, but in New York he was just getting
not with the Locks. The Locks was putting out.
I'm saying. But those Locks tracks weren't hitting nationwide like that. Like this wasn't the same time like how it is now. If the Locks drop a track on Monday, it's heard on the West Coast Monday, no problem. Here,
Problem Child wasn't getting heard. Problem Child was getting heard.
No, I'm saying like if niggas had the mixtapes. I'm saying
you had to be into that. You had to be. This is the internet age, so you had to be like, into what was going on.
This the niggas on his albums and shit.
Yeah, it's like yo, you were hearing this whole track forever.
Back Down is a album cut. That is a fact, Sue.
But you gotta remember this DVD too, son.
Patiently Waiting.
I'm sorry.
Who be dissing on that?
Who?
Murder Inc. On Patiently Waiting, he's dissing Murder Inc.
Yeah, I think so. Isn't that the? If I'm not mistaken, I think he's right. I forgot he was dissing somebody on Patiently Waiting.
But just to give more context to what we were saying, what
M was actually M.
Yeah,
M actually was. M was.
To give more context, you gotta remember, like a lot of New York was amazing with posse cuts. You know what I'm saying? Collabs. You know what I'm saying? Crews linking with each other, so on and so forth. And it's just like after that, it's just like I don't know, it's just like a weird like stoppage of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see nobody like really going to studios anymore with each other no more. It was just a weird, you know what I'm saying, vibe in the city after that. You know what I'm saying? It's getting better now, you know what I'm saying? But it was a weird vibe in the city.
Yeah, they all sound the same. They all want to sound like Pop Smoke. All these niggas. What's the new nigga with the hair, with the wavy hair?
Favi.
I'm not talking about the sound, I'm talking about the camaraderie though.
Oh, because they all sound like one nigga.
He made it hard for if he wasn't really banging with him.
Being with Fabio or seeing, you know what I'm saying, like ASAP,
the new generation,
linking with, you know what I'm saying, or when you see Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying, finding, you know what I'm saying, wherever new artists they link up with, so on and so forth. Like it's a better, you know what I'm saying, camaraderie between, you know what I'm saying, even when we see like what DJ K Slay is doing, you know what I'm saying, all these different artists on one track and such like that.
Rolling 110 deep, that's a long video.
But anyway, I think it's a little better camaraderie, you know what I'm saying, may not be as, you know what I'm saying, crazy as we used to see, but even seeing like with Jim Jones, you know what I'm saying, seeing he would have like Fred the Godson, Cam, Conway, or so on and so forth, like we're seeing it's getting better than it was like where everybody was just standoffish and doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say everyone was standoff to doing their own thing. It was G Unit and everyone else.
That's how it was. For G Unit, that's what it looked like. That's what it appeared to be.
And G Unit, go ahead. What were you saying?
Like he kind of made it like, you know how they be doing like the no fly zone, like you gotta check in and shit. He kind of made it like you can't even do features with motherfuckers. Like you can't even be on this motherfucker song.
That's why I think that's more what I do.
That's the whole friction with Game happened.
You do a feature with him, you might get, or you do some. You know what I'm saying? It was. I see what you was saying with that one. Yeah,
like, that's my op. That's your op. That's how they rocked it.
And the thing was, what happened was essentially it turned into where it was like, nigga, like if you peep, this is part of the reason why a lot of niggas in New York didn't really play Busta, like not play Busta, but Busta had a moment where he kind of fell off, where it was like, yo, why ain't nobody really? Remember, there was a hot minute gap.
Is before Touch It.
Yeah. There was a hot minute gap with 50, which is out the blue. Because remember, not 50, a Busta, because he signed with Aftermath. And you remember, and then he jumped on the shit with Ja Rule.
The Big Bang came out, and on Aftermath. That's true. Dr. Dre would be close to that.
Remember, and right when once he jumped on that shit with fucking thing, and he said,
he was dissing Ja. He was
like, yo, you never been a violator. After that, you didn't hear Busta on any track with niggas. And it was, remember, Busta normally was like, Busta pop up on a song or two per year, maybe 3. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? It's like it's not like a fire first. I think what it is that that's the by proxy of the 50. Like, you know what? Not like we got beef with you, but
he was defending 50. He was
right. But it's like, yo, yeah, it's like we can't put you on a track with us because you got beef. Part of the niggas you fuck with got this beef. When they're not even like, hey, this is some real beef shit. Not they telling them. It's like, yo, we not, we about Busta. Nah, don't call him. Like, you cool, Busta? Yeah, we cool, Busta. We can use somebody else. Okay, cool. I want to give this guy some shot.
They just kind of like they kind of blackballed him out in a sense.
Nah, but I mean that's like you not even that. It's just more like a byproduct of the war. Like, yo, hey,
it's war.
You told this nigga Ja Rule, hey yo, Jeffrey, who the fuck you think you talking to?
Told that nigga, yo, he wasn't a violator. You never been violated. That shit right there was just like that nigga really held down violence. He was
never heard him diss anybody on a song till then. Yeah. That's fire.
Yeah, it was like, yo, you was on the cover, and the thing was like, yo, you really stepped. And the thing that I know a lot of niggas in New York, I remember hearing them say like, yo, it's wild that 50 got this nigga Busta to come out his character to get Ja Rule. Damn,
that sounds. He's a threat. You look at him as a threat.
Like, yo, Ja Rule must have really been doing something. Because Ja Rule tried to fight back, and they fight back. Like, the thing is, like, a lot of niggas respected Ja Rule for going down swinging instead. Just like, I ain't.
That's a good what if too. Like, what if Ja Rule never got out the paint?
What it was that he heard 50's tracks and just kind of laughed it off, and 50 put out a whole fucking album dissing the nigga. And the shit sold.
He tried to do that too with Blood in My Eye. That's full of the G Unit diss tracks too.
Bro, man. But that was way too late. Way too late. That was way too late. That was after this nigga 50 rocked the whole summer and had wild shit. And he had the songs popping from like early like March, springtime period. So it was like, yo, you heard the tracks, you had time to prepare for shit. And instead of coming back and saying some shit, you just ain't say shit. You just gave that nigga like, oh, who 50? That's some bum ass nigga from Queens. All right, cool. Boom. Whoa. This nigga know you like this? Yo, this song's like, ain't nothing. Boom. Oh, this shit's going platinum, nigga. Yo, this shit's on MTV. Hey, this nigga got bitch talking about you doing kung fu. You nigga, yo, what the fuck? It's like, oh, yo, I'm valid in my hood. No, you not, bro. Come on. You gotta do something. You gotta fight back. Yo, I'm gonna clap back. Nah, it's too late. It's too late. Yo, we don't need no rhythm beat.
That's a good beat though.
Like, yo, we don't. But that's a good beat for something else. Not for beef. That shit sounded like some fucking summer where you in a fucking SUV chilling with a bunch of bitches and oversized jeans and shit like that and big ass fucking t-shirts and fucking do-rags and the fitted on. Bro, that's not beef music.
That shit sounded like a 50 beat is what it sounded
Y'all remember on The Wire when the niggas pulled up on Cuddy listening to Splash Waterfalls?
Yo, bro.
It was like that.
Yeah, so I can't listen to certain songs in the car with niggas.
Bro, man, that shit right there.
I'll play whatever.
That haunts my mental.
I would never play Splash Waterfall.
That caught my mental.
I'll play whatever in the car, but I would never play Splash Waterfall. Bro, man, what if it's kind of a conjoined one. What if a lot of the super groups that were like teased actually came to fruition?
Ooh.
So like CSR with Kanye,
All City Chess Club.
Lupe, if they would have like, you know what I'm saying, did that All City Chess Club, or even with, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick and Cole, like those collabs, like what if those things actually came to fruition and we seen
Juelz and Wayne
could have been, Juelz and Wayne, like those things that they teased us with, you know what I'm saying? And if we seen the greatness that what it could be, and it just did not happen, man.
T-Wayne album came out, but it just didn't.
That shit wasn't an album.
That wasn't it.
That
was cool, but it was
like a little
throwaways.
Yeah, it was like
you
know was that like 6 songs or some shit like that? It was some small.
You know what's a good like double like that same concept? You know what's a good album?
Did somebody drop kick this nigga's router?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He fucking
glasses blocking them glasses.
You know what?
He's
gonna say something. Young Money, watch.
But no, man. But I always thought like, especially like with CSR, man, when hearing like US Placers, like just the level of artistry from them 3 artists is just, it would have been crazy. Like that would have been a Watch the Throne-esque type impact they could have had with just Pharrell and Kanye alone, and then the bars with Lupe, like that would have been insane, bro. It's them glasses, bro. Them shit's blocking the fucking, you know what I'm saying, Wi-Fi or some shit, bro.
Bow Wow and Omarion, if y'all didn't hear it, that was one of the glass good ones that I remember.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was a cool.
That probably would say Bow Wow's a dope career.
Not for real, but nah, man, that's that one. And another one though, there's just always one. Just what, and everybody always say Biggie was like, but what if Big Pun, you know what I'm saying, would have still been able to go? You know what I'm saying? Like I heard about a record where it was like, I think Fat Joe was talking about a record where M and Pun was going to get on and such like that, and it never happened. But just imagine those 2 styles on a record together, insanity in that time period. Talk about like 99, 2000. That would
what would it have done for Fat Joe's career?
Fat Joe's career, he would have been.
Oh man,
Fat Joe, he's lived off the fact that he's the only Puerto Rican rapper essentially. You know what I mean? He's like, he lived off that for a while. Yeah, successful Puerto Rican rapper. Let me rephrase that. That's correct. Well, most prominent successful Puerto Rican rapper.
Yeah.
And he's not really the greatest rapper. He's a consistent rapper. I'll give him that. And he's
had a time upgraded. He was one of the one, but
he's upgraded. He's upgraded his flow to where he's a better rapper. He had a nice little time period where he had a renaissance. He had about 2 or 3 then when he's come back and revitalized his career.
You like the Big Show of the rap game.
You know what I mean?
For sure, though. Big show of the rap game.
Like, we thug. Oh, man, yo, that shit just popped in my head. We thugging. That shit was so fire, yo.
Actually, it's crazy that you say that because his song was one of his songs was going to be My Own Wave, but
I think
Pun is just such an elite lyricist.
Yeah,
bro.
he is fire. Like, I'm just thinking, like, yo, I'm thinking of all these songs that Fat Joe did. And it's like, yo, how much better would have been if Big Pun was doing that verse? Like, wow.
What's the one joint? It's like, it's like when he walking up the steps. It's like at the end of what video, bro? Oh, bro, shit! It's that crazy ass.
Is that Tony Sunshine joint?
Nah, bro. I think it's on the Jealous Ones.
That might fuck around and be my wave.
I forgot what that shit was crazy, but it's a crazy ass beat, bro. And I already know Pun would have spazzed on that shit, bro. Like Pun, like I said, when we talk about like shit that Royce and you know what I'm saying, all these guys talking about like who's the elite rappers and styles of rap and all that stuff. Like Pun will be in them is one of them conversations of just like an alien, bro. An alien, like doing stuff that was just like you wasn't expecting from a dude of his caliber in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen Biggie, he was like more of the slower pace and such. Yeah, even Biggie he had his alien statuses. But Pun was just crazy at times, bro. Like not even at times, a lot of times, B.
Yeah, I think Pun being alive would definitely change the whole scene of rap in the Bronx in general in New York. it would have been another. It sounds really weird to say this, but another anchor and solidifying like New York's place in rap history, where it's like, I think that would have changed the whole wave of the Southern music to a certain extent, and I think it would have influenced a lot more Afro-Caribbean sounds in general and Afro-Latino sounds in general.
Reggaeton would have been a different vibe, I believe, too, man.
I think reggaeton would have hit way different, where it's like you have
Nina Sky was damn near the first Chloe and Halle.
My family look at me crazy because I don't listen to reggaeton. I don't like reggaeton.
I don't like reggaeton either. There's certain songs, I like certain songs, but not all of the songs. Like a lot of it.
I don't kind of like what Nori and what Nori kind of was doing with it. I think Pun would have did it to another level. You feel what I'm saying?
I think Pun.
He would have been like Nori. That's a perfect example.
But no, I'm talking about with that reggaeton. But nah, Nori is I won't even put them in the same ilk, bro.
Nori is ducking that Beanie Siegel smoke. I don't want it. Nori was ducking that Beanie smoke. I'm just saying. And shout out the Drink Champs interview. Dope interview. Yeah, I gotta check it out if you haven't checked it out.
I want to check that and the T-Pain one out.
The Beanie Siegel one, he's getting real detailed, man.
T-Pain,
that shit, do the Jay-Z shit.
T-Pain is probably the greatest rap singer of our generation.
Yeah,
doesn't get his roses.
He's our Nate Dogg.
That nigga's he's behind Nate Dogg in that level. Like Nate Dogg doesn't have as many albums as him, as far as many awards, as many recognitions. Like a lot of niggas slept on T-Pain. I remember I've had to like wow T-Pain out. T-Pain's been my nigga for a while. On pause, no homo. But
it's pause no freaky.
Nah, bro, nah, I ain't giving that.
They was playing T-Pain album out here earlier.
Yo, T-Pain always like it's I don't know, just crazy thinking about something like how many of these like classic rappers get outdone by just somebody who can simply harmonize just a little bit better than you.
Who did he outdo? Because he ain't no damn rapper. Relax. He ain't out rap nobody.
No. I said, listen to what I said. How some of these rappers can get outdone by just somebody.
Arri, your flashlight.
He's made embarrass a lot of niggas on their own tracks. He's made a lot of niggas look stupid. Where it's like, how you let T-Pain get the better verse than you on this? He gets embarrassed all the time.
I'm so hood
with Chris Brown. Whenever he does shit with Chris Brown always outperforms him. No problem.
Is he on I'm So Hood? Because there's an I'm So Hood remix where he rapping.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. And on the original, he kind of, he cooked.
He held his own with Wayne on the T-Wayne shit. He didn't.
That was shit. That was a shit album.
Nah. Some of the tracks was fire. Wasted the Wash was fire. That shit was fire. And then he rap, he sing. That shit was fire too.
I like Collie Grove, Chains and Wayne is a little better duo.
And then Can't Believe
Don't make that face.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is gonna A&R.
That's why I said Jewels and Wayne.
Conor McGregor is gonna A&R the new 2 Chainz album. He's gonna
wait.
So y'all ready to get to the waves?
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you just say 2 Chainz and Wayne is a better combo than Wayne
and T-Pain? On the album tip, the albums.
So
let's get to the waves.
My way.
T-Wayne album, Collie Grove album. That's all I'm saying. Relax. That's all I'm saying.
I did this on the way here too. I'm like, you got it, Chief.
I'm trying to tell y'all, it's the albums. That's it. The albums, not the work, not the collective work, just the 2 albums. That's all.
So, my wave of the week.
Niggas jumping out the window, man.
My wave of the week. I lied. It wasn't
trying to save you.
Nah, ain't no saving.
My lie. I lied. It wasn't Fat Joe. It wasn't gonna be Fat Joe last week, but you already know the vibe. I've been on the old school kick all fucking week, bro.
He's gonna play Fat Joe. Ew.
Nah, I was gonna play John Blaze. I think I played that though. Did I play John Blaze before? I played that. I didn't. All right. But anyways, I'm gonna play some Royce. That's all I've been jamming to this past week, bro.
Royce.
Yes, sir. What do I want to play? I'm just gonna
Who is this
thing? Here we go. I'm gonna go with Love Don't Live Here No More.
Oh, damn. You going that far back.
Yeah, we Ooh. Yeah, they really got mad classics, bro. Like just going through them shits, bro. That's shit I really be loving about hip hop. That they really, the producers really be digging and like the way they be chopping these shits up and just. Whew. That's why I love listening to my classics, though, man. They be singing on these joints, though.
You prove me right, though. So next week next show you playing Lionel Richie?
No.
Commodores, some
Stop like you don't know me.
She used to be my girl. You gonna play that type of shit?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Just know.
I guess
When I
I'll
get
go
into my
next.
oldies bag, I play Heat.
That's right, my shit.
I guess I'll go next. I'm actually glad you played this because now I can play my shit and I won't kill the vibe too much. You know what I'm saying? It's still within the same realm.
Mm-hmm.
Before I play my wave though, y'all didn't touch on it last show. Boldy and Alchemist, Bo Jackson, LP coming out this Friday.
Yeah, niggas about to be Monday, my nigga. Damn.
Like, you know what I mean?
I thought it came out this Friday, this past Friday.
This Friday. I was gonna play first 48 freestyle for my wave, but I feel like I'm feeling very John REDCORN-ish right now. You know what I mean? I'm on that type of wave right now. That's a song that I've been on. I've been on this Chasing Summer album a lot recently.
That New Sky is my record.
Son, this is John REDCORN by Sir, man.
I wish we could play the video.
Oh, I know, right?
That video's so fire.
Yeah, man, that was that John Redcorn, man, from Sir off that Chasing Summer.
I can't wait for his next project, man.
He's under that TDE wing, man. They got him. Their R&B wing is just as good as their like rap wing too. I feel like with him and SZA.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Brother Daniel.
I'm not sure if I had this as a wave of the week.
Daniel's son.
This nigga about to play Davies again.
No, it's definitely not.
This nigga about to play Stone Killer. I already played it. Don't worry.
Nah, I'm about to play. Hold on, let me get this timestamp. I'm about to play "Gone for the Winter" by Fabulous.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't think he played this.
This is the first time a Fab joint been a wave. Period. 89 episodes.
It's from the Young OG project.
89 episodes. No, it was played Fabulous.
Put Soul Tape on streaming and we talking.
That's a fact. That is actually, matter of fact, it's on SoundCloud.
Fuck all of that.
Who the fuck has SoundCloud?
Right?
I do. Because it's heat on there.
I bet it is.
It's heat on there that you could probably only find on YouTube. You find them on SoundCloud.
Niggas forgot to delete their password. They don't even know their password to delete their account. That's why it's still there.
They got wild freestyles. That Cream freestyle, that Locks Cream freestyle is on there.
Well, here it goes.
Well,
This nigga Shit. I was gonna say, whenever I hear something from this album, I always remember he said that this was supposed to be him sampling 90s R&B records, and they wouldn't let him clear the samples. That album would have sounded crazy too.
That would have.
I still feel he should do what Weeknd did with the trilogy album with the Soul Tape.
He needs to, because that shit, that Soul Tape shit, dog. Man, that another time.
That was definitely supposed to be Soul Tape the album.
Yeah, that 90s R&B shit. Yep.
Son, yo, I'm fucking drink me some more fucking tea, man. Or you already know, man. Get Your Bars Off podcast. You already know where to follow us on this bitch, man. YouTube, Get Your Bars Off podcast. Twitter, Get Your Bars Off pod. Get Your Bars Off podcast on all streaming platforms. Follow the Waves of the Week playlists on streaming platforms too, on Apple and Spotify. All of that good shit, man. Follow us on the respective platforms. Gino, let them know where they can follow you too, bro.
Bro, find me on as High Exotica on Facebook. Yeah, that's where I'm at for right now. And I'm on YouTube too, but I haven't put anything up on YouTube just yet. I'm just working on the channel for right now.
Most definitely, bro. You already know we're gonna be waiting for that content, bro. It's gonna be dropping. It's gonna be heat. Most definitely check that.
Oh yeah, but the content's all over Facebook right now. We got episodes.
So subscribe to the YouTube channel here, man. Most definitely too. Get Your Bars Off podcast. You already know, man. Joe, we already know what it is. That's our brother. We already know it's love. And you're okay.
Gang.
Man. We out this joint, man.
Peace.